This is Snake. Can you hear me? Good. The mission is simple. Put your geek pants on and infiltrate Foxhound. If you need backup, contact Ken and Chris on their codec frequency. Ready? Snake out.
Hey, Geek Pantsers!
Hello!
How are you all? Let us know in the comments.
I'm doing good.
I'm also doing good.
Good.
I'm also doing good.
That's Chris Mercier.
I am Chris Mercier, and this is also Ken Livitski.
That's me.
Yeah. And we are Geek Pants.
This is the Camcast.
Of Geek Pants.
Of Geek Pants. Yes. That is correct.
And it's that time of year again where we look to the future and we offer up our thoughts on movies that are coming out and whether or not they'll be good, bad, or horrible.
And we'll predict their success rate as well.
That's right.
We'll probably be way off because we were definitely wrong on Venom and Joker.
Oh, you're 100% wrong. But then again, I still gotta watch Joker, actually.
You still gotta watch Joker.
Yeah.
And that Joker episode will come once that happens.
That's right. That's right. I apologize for the delay on that. It's life.
I will say that it's blowing my mind how much that movie's making. It's like going...
My favorite, though, is it's all the incels. Do you ever hear that phrase? Incels?
Incels. Well...
It's the guys that... I can't remember exactly what the terminology is, but it's essentially those super nerdy, awkward dudes that don't understand how to talk to women type of thing.
Uh-huh.
So then they don't get women, and then they hate women because of it.
Okay.
So the incel crowd is apparently it's their new hero.
Well, I see people on Twitter going, "Oh, I just watched it for the 4th time," and I'm like, "How the hell?" I mean, it's a great film. We'll talk about it.
At some point.
But that is not a movie I would ever watch 4 times on a big screen. I didn't even watch Dark Knight and Dark Knight Returns that many times on the big screen.
I did 2 for Dark Knight.
I did 2 for Dark Knight Rises.
2 for Dark Knight. I did 1 for Dark Knight Rises. That's right.
I couldn't get enough of Tom Hardy's Bane voice on the big speaker.
I still gotta tell you, I love how everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's terrible, blah, I could barely understand what he's saying." I was like, what?
I can make it all out.
I can make it all out, but I love the voice. I think the voice is great. It's not, obviously part of it is because, we're used to Bane being Mexican.
Yeah.
So, when they talk about whitewashing, I'm like, okay, well, that's flat out, you got us, that's whitewashing.
Yeah.
Because they don't even, you could have had him still be Mexican.
Well, at least he wasn't fucking green this time.
At least he wasn't fucking, and he was he was
smart.
And he was smart. He was a smart dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Bane's super smart.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I like when writers, like Tom King, for instance, knows, he likes Bane. He gets Bane. So Bane's always a smart guy.
Yeah.
Young Justice, same thing. Smart guy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I always like the depictions of Bane being this, solid, Batman, the flip coin, where he's the opposite end of the spectrum. But I like how it's it's not just the venom. He can kick the fuck out of you. It's just he has the venom too.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, without getting too sidetracked,
we got lots of movies ahead of us.
Lots of stuff to talk about. Some I've heard of. Some
lots of predictions. Lots of movies that probably won't happen.
Yeah.
But hey, they're on the release schedule, so.
So, well, I guess first up is...
Kicking it off with December 20th this year, Star Wars.
Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes. I mean, it's going to be ginormous.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be Endgame big.
Nope, I don't think so either.
But it will easily be the number 2 of the year.
Yes. Yeah, it'll definitely
easily
be the number 2 of the year. It'll do better than...
It'll do better than Last Jedi. I still don't think it's going to... it might come close, but I don't know if it's going to reach what Force Awakens made.
I don't think it's going to reach what Force Awakens...
Because that was insane.
That was insane. But, that was also, a combination of things.
That was so much. It was just,
it was
Star Wars for the first time in, over a decade.
Yeah, so there was that.
Nostalgia, because you got all the original actors coming back.
There was the nostalgia aspect. Then on top of that, you had like J.J. Abrams coming off a stellar Star Trek run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a 1-2 punch Star Trek run where you're just like, holy fuck, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was like, I think it just was the perfect time to do it too.
Yeah, no, it was good.
You know?
It was good. I mean, I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I know a lot of people don't. There's actually people that prefer Last Jedi over Force Awakens.
I like both of them on equal measure.
I like The Last Jedi. What I didn't like was the Force Marvel-like humor at times. Like that one part where I'm not a humongous Star Wars fan, so I don't know names. That one part where that red-haired admiral guy is like joking around on the deck.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I never really.
I was like, oh, this is so Thor Ragnarok to me.
I never felt anything really forced, but then again, I also really, really, really liked the movie.
Yeah.
I was one of the guys that was like, I don't think it's a perfect movie per se, but I mean, I loved all the changes that they did with it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I loved that, everything. I even like the simple fact of having, Rey be nothing. Like, have no lineage to her.
Do you think that's still going to be the case with this?
No, they're going to undo...
They're going to undo it. She's Palpatine.
Everything that he's done, that was done in the Last Jedi, is going to be undone in this one. I think almost all the way through.
Yep. She's
going to have some sort of lineage to her parentage. I don't know if it's Palpatine per se, but there's something about it.
Well, I mean, it's called The Rise of Skywalker, so I don't know if it's either like Kylo Ren's gonna go Skywalker instead.
But he is a Skywalker.
He is.
So
will he turn to the good side?
Obviously.
Will the Force awaken in him?
It has to. Like, it will. I think it will. I don't think he'll be completely bad. Although again, like
And can you redeem yourself after killing Han Solo?
Yes.
Can you?
Watch.
Watch. It's about to happen.
Everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, you know."
I love this guy.
I like that you brought that point up because you're right. Like, it's hilarious how quickly it's easy to redeem yourself in these worlds. But like Michael Jackson, he passes away, and then everyone forgets that he had like a couple of decades under his belt of being quote unquote possible too friendly with children.
HBO didn't forget.
Yeah. You know? Like, he passed away, and people were like, he was a great humanitarian. No, he wasn't.
He was a fucking weirdo who might have did some good along the way, but he did touched people. He did a lot of weird.
he touched people with his music, and he touched children with his hands. So, you know, I don't want to make light of that, but that's kind of the thing, and you're right. Like, it's, you know, you killed your own dad for one.
Yeah.
You know, and if there was any period of time for him to start to make the change towards good, it would have been in The Last Jedi.
He kind of showed aspects where
I looked at it like he was trying to recruit her.
He was trying to recruit her. I kind of felt like he was. I don't know.
I
got to also rewatch it.
He got pretty pissed though, like when she starts to rebuke him, and then he's just like, "Your parents are nothing. They never wanted you. They were drunks.
Yeah.
You should just hang out with me because I'm cool." Pulls his hair down.
Totally looks like my dad in the 20s.
Yeah. When you said that, I was like, okay, whatever. And then you showed me, and I was like, yep, totally some Kylo Ren action.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think
it's going to be good. I think it's.
I think it's going to be great.
You know what, that last trailer? I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but that last trailer almost had me in tears because it was fucking good. The way it was cut, that John Williams score cut in, that remix of the classic
I got to tell you, like, the last two movies have been really, really good. I'm hesitant to say, I think this will be just as good in terms of the story. Because when I watch The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
The nostalgia stuff is great. It just hampers the story. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it feels a lot like A New Hope. You know? Mm-hmm. Whereas, but I don't don't say like necessarily it's a bad thing because it's the exact same reason why I really liked Jurassic World.
Yeah.
You know, like it felt like an updated remake, but set like a reboot. Right? But it was
remaking
really
the
well done.
first while still respecting the past that came before it.
Exactly, and then but then you watch Independence Day 2, and it's the same concept, but horrible, like terribly done. Like in retrospect, like not that I'm not an Independence Day fan by any means, but
nope.
I went in there going like, hey, you know, like I'm hoping it looked good. Like the trailers made it look good.
I liked it. I got no problem. It's nowhere near as what the first was, obviously.
But like to use the other two as an example, it doesn't hold a candle to those.
Yeah.
Those two.
What pissed me off about Independence Day 2 was the ending that sets up a third movie that never will happen.
Well, they had to though.
Fucking hate it.
But what were they gonna do? Give you a definitive ending?
Yeah, but unless you're like The Matrix or Avengers Infinity War or Lord of the Rings and you're filming back to back.
We're literally living in a franchise culture right now.
That's everything.
Where
you look at,
and also I guarantee you nobody would have predicted that movie would have bombed. Nobody would have predicted that. I didn't predict that. I never said it was gonna bomb.
I think it was gonna bomb.
See?
Will Smith not coming back hurt it. If Will Smith was in it, it would have made bank. I honestly
I don't know if it would have made bank.
I think it would have.
It would have made better, but I don't know if it would have made bank. Hey, we're talking about movies that are already done.
Yeah.
Okay,
Idiots.
basically,
So,
I'm looking at Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker. I think my only real hesitation for this movie is to go in and spend 2 hours, maybe 2.5, possibly 3 hours. I don't know how long this movie's going to be. And then to end the Skywalker cycle, it's probably going to be fairly long.
It's going to close in on 3 hours, guaranteed.
To watch them undo all the really cool stuff I felt that they did in the second one, like that. Like, it's going to just be like, and I feel like it's going to be like beat for beat. Like, you'll see Rey. Oh, by the way, your parents are Palpatine. Let's say it's Palpatine, right? And then you're going to go, oh, of course, right? Especially in the trailers when they're playing up the good and the bad, like the dark side and stuff like that. But it's, I saw some stuff online and they're just like, oh, it's got to be Palpatine or something like that. And it's just like, well, no, because that's part of the whole thing with when you're part of the Force. It's always about dealing with the Sith and the Force. Like it's good and bad. Like it's all part and parcel. Just like wrestling with your good side, right?
Yep.
You know, because like every single one of them except for, actually no, really, it's the Skywalkers, eh? Because like Vader, and then of course Kylo Ren on some level, whereas Palpatine and Plagueis were just ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I think it's gonna do. It's gonna do better. I think it's gonna do better than The Last Jedi.
I'm thinking 700 to 800 million domestically and at least 2 billion worldwide.
I gotta put it at a billion or a million.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay, Last Jedi made 2 billion.
Yep.
Force Awakens made 2.3.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be in there between those two worldwide.
I think it's going to make $1 million domestic.
$1 million domestic? Force Awakens made 940. $1 million or $1 billion?
Billion?
Billion.
Am I saying $1 billion? $1 billion.
$1 billion would not be very. That'd be
no. I need $1 billion.
Disney would be unhappy.
I mean, it's $1 billion. $1 million. $1
million. What the fuck? We should just put that on Disney Plus.
That's not even that much money. Oh, $1 million, billion, trillion. Anyway.
Okay, so that's the only movie on the list for 2019.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it, big time looking forward to it. Yeah, it's like I'm not the hugest Star Wars fan either. Like I would say comfortably, I'm more of a Star Wars fan than you are, but it's not like we're talking Star Trek.
No.
If we're talking Star Trek, it's like you are in
I mean, I wasn't raised on Star Wars. I didn't watch them until I was a teenager.
Me neither.
On my own.
Me neither. I grew up watching Star Trek Next Generation, though.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
That shit was the bomb.
And then I graduated to Deep Space Nine and Voyager.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't really a huge fan of Voyager.
I watched Next Generation, tried Deep Space Nine, but then I fell out with Star Trek because then I was going into like X-Files and Buffy and all that kind of stuff.
Although I was a huge X-Files fan too, though.
Yeah,
huge.
X-Files.
So much so that like, because modern TV has fucked us, right? Because most seasons now are like 14, 15 episodes.
Yep.
Old school episodes, like seasons are like 23, 24 episodes. So it's like, you want to go back and rewatch the shows, you're actually putting in some time and effort. And it's not like...
I know. It's crazy.
Like, even with The Office, like, The Office was, after the first season, it was hovering around the 21 to 24. But that's still half an hour, so it's not too bad.
It's easier with a sitcom.
Yeah.
Once you talk other shows, like Buffy. I started rewatching Buffy, and they're like 45, 50 minutes an episode.
Yeah, and like with X-Files in particular, once it got into, like, I think season 3, when it stopped being about, like, Monster of the Week, which was awesome, though. That was really great. It becomes, like, really heavy shit, where you're just like, whew. So I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me to go through all that again, you know? But
10 seasons.
Yeah, so I think Star Wars, now that we're talking about it, I think Star Wars does 2 bill. I think it might do 2.1.
I'm going 2.1. Just because it's in between Force Awakens and
Yeah, I think it'll do 2.1.
Because I feel like it's going to be in between domestically, too.
Yeah. So
that's that. Next, February 7, 2020, Birds of Prey and the giant mouthful of a fucking title.
Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
It should just be called Harley Quinn. Did you watch the trailer?
I watched the trailer.
Did you see the 2 seconds of Birds of Prey in there?
Yeah, see, I feel like okay, like I get, okay, like you're anchoring the movie on Harley Quinn, so yeah, okay, I get that.
I get it.
But my problem is that even though we're talking about Birds of Prey and that aspect excited me, the second I see them, right, it's all different. Not one of them has a costume.
No, they're all street clothes.
They're all street clothes. Cassandra Cain is the one that bothered me the most because she's changed the most.
Yeah.
This is a character because I'm a huge Bat fan, like, so I love all the characters. She's one of those characters who had such an interesting backstory, like being the daughter of Shiva and David Cain, and then being raised completely without speaking, no communication. So all it is just physical communication.
Yeah.
So she ends up becoming this incredibly gifted fighter because everything is telegraphed because that's all she knows. And then to see her go from like an assassin to wearing the bat symbol and becoming a hero on her own and actually becoming Batgirl. So like I was like, I'm all in. Like, this is just a sweet take on this character. The costume was awesome. The mouthless face mask was great because it made perfect sense. You know, I was just like, holy shit, this looks so cool. It was so cool that like when the new, or not the new 52, 1 year later hit with DC, and they aged Robin, and this is still Tim Drake, and they gave him the red and black costume. Yep. They actually had Shiva turn evil, or Cassandra Cain turn evil to be like his Ra's al Ghul type. I remember just being like, no, I don't like this at all. And they teased it, and they actually dragged it out in Titans, and they retconned it by having it be Slade had mind controlled her.
Okay.
But I was like, okay, like as long as you undid it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But she was always a great character. And so much so that I liked even in the New 52 when they brought her back, they changed a bit of it, but they kept enough that I was like, okay, I'm alright. Like they called her Orphan. So I was like, okay. And it was in that Batman and Robin Eternal.
Yep.
No, I'm not asking, I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
Okay, good.
I'm like...
Oh, you're confirming. Okay.
Yeah, Eternal. I remember that one.
Yeah. So then, so I was like, okay. And flat out, when I heard that she was on the roster for this movie, I was like, oh, I don't know. I really don't know. You gotta go like that.
I go like that?
Oh, never mind. It's just right here. Sorry. Sorry, that was not intentional. I actually thought like it was a bit of a schmutz.
It has been a stressful week at work.
Oh, well. But, so that's disappointing for me, that aspect. Because... I don't know, it's just like, you had such a cool fucking take with this character. And now you go and do this where there's nothing really unique about her. There's nothing really that stands out about her.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress.
I
love her.
The cast is great. The cast is absolutely
great. It's a great cast. I don't know about what they're doing with the characters, though.
That's the thing. Like, okay, but like fucking Black Canary doesn't even have fishnets.
No.
She doesn't have to have, like, the bathing suit thing, but something.
At least make her, look like Black Canary, costume-wise.
Just something, like, even, especially because the concept of birds of prey, they're like, Oracle sends them out on missions.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like Bat Family meets Charlie's Angels, which I always thought was a really cool take with these characters. I don't get that with this. I don't understand. Like, I'm going to have to see more than that teaser trailer.
That teaser was just like everything Harley Quinn straight for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I do like that she's tweaked the accent a bit.
Yeah.
So she sounds a little bit more like the animated version.
Yeah, a little bit.
But just enough where it's still her own, which I like. Because I loved her portrayal in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I thought that was really great. I like how they're dialing down the overt sexual overtones.
Yeah.
But I also like that they're actually saying like, this is her walking away from the Joker and standing on her own 2 feet. So there's aspects to this I like. I need to see more, just to see more from the other characters, just to kind of get a feel for it. And the only other thing that I'll say is, like, I know that DC is doing this, like, many worlds of DC, but they gotta figure out what's in and what's out.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aquaman, for instance, that's part of the regular DCEU, just like Shazam. That that's part of it too. But even if they do it like that, like, just kind of acknowledge that it's in, that's fine. Like, we know Joker's not.
Yeah, but even then, like, the opening Joker just shows the DC logo. Like, they should have had something that separated it.
Yeah, they definitely should have done something a little bit different, just so that, like, at least there's something.
At least with the Marvel stuff, you could always tell what was made by Marvel Studios and what was made by Fox or Sony in association with Marvel, just by the logo. That's right.
Exactly. And just do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely need to see more of the characters. I hope it's good.
I think it'll be good. I'm not super excited for it, but I wasn't really super excited for Suicide Squad either.
Yeah, me neither.
In fact, I don't even think I watched it in the theater, but I watched it on video and I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting.
I did not watch it in theater.
Okay.
I watched it on video as well.
Yeah.
And I did. I enjoyed it, but
yeah.
Huh?
Not bad.
You saw me just kind of tweet.
Yeah.
And because the problem is that, like, right in here.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all in. Like,
it's just a nerve.
I didn't realize how bad, but yeah, it's been a while since I've done that, so this is just
okay.
If I start crying tears of blood, well, it's because I'm in huge pain, and I'm a man, and that's how we cry, with tears of blood.
With tears of blood, I might get a little worried if it's blood.
That's an indication that you might not be.
That's not normal. But you did say on our Crow episode that aired on Devil's Night that if you died halfway between an episode, you'd want me to continue shooting it.
Yeah, I did say that.
You wanted to go out like randomly. And then I was.
It came out on Devil's Night. It didn't show up on my.
8 p.m. on Devil's Night.
Oh, okay.
I figured it's Devil's Night. Doesn't make sense to release it in the middle of the day.
So I'll get it later tonight, is what
you're saying. You're probably getting it right now.
Probably. Okay, yeah. All right. So
it's awesome.
Of course it is. It's another Geek Pants Camcast.
Hell yeah! Number 53.
That's right. So needless to say, I need to see more from it. If we're talking numbers, I gotta put it like at the 800, 850 mil.
Yeah, for worldwide.
Yeah. I don't see this one cracking $1 billion.
I'm thinking like Suicide Squad made around 657, I think. So
I don't see this cracking $1 billion, but I do see it doing better than Suicide Squad because, I mean, you can't deny. Well, first of all, Harley Quinn is incredibly popular.
yeah,
And Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn is one of the better versions.
Yeah.
I've seen, or heard, I guess I should say, because most of it is all animated.
I'm thinking.
But I'm saying 8 to 850, not just because of her, but because the rest of the cast is really good. So in the next little while, we see maybe like a full trailer or two and get a better idea.
The next
for it.
trailer has to show more of the birds.
100%.
Otherwise, people would be like, "What is Birds of Prey?"
I almost
is this
feel
not called
like-
Harley Quinn.
It should be all prey, like all birds of prey, with the last bit of like kind of like a little fourth wall breaking. They show like the birds of prey. They sort of establish what they are. They don't necessarily have to spell it out, but kind of give you an idea of what they're doing or why they came together or why they're doing this. Right? Give me more of what like. I mean, sure, you got to see Huntress with the crossbow, which. Okay.
yeah.
I got to see that.
One
and I'm like,
super
all
quick shot.
right. But like
I like that though. The next trailer focuses mostly on them with a little bit of Harley.
at the very end, just have her like I don't know, break the screen or pull the corner down and be like, "Hey, like I'm in this movie too, guys."
Yeah.
It's literally all about the Emancipation cut, or something to that effect. It's just
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. Based on that, then I might revise my numbers. But I'd say 8 to 8.
It's coming out at the right time of the year.
Yeah, it's coming out in the dead zone.
Dead zone. So it'll make money just for that alone.
Yeah.
Because following it the week after, we have Sonic the Hedgehog.
A movie that I don't know of anyone that really ever said, you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, is, in my opinion, 10 years too late. Sonic is not what he was, like,
Yeah.
early PS2.
Even 10 years too late is...
Yeah, maybe like 15. Like 2005, right when the Dreamcast was out, and
Yeah.
like that was Sonic's golden age. Like, I don't think he has a comic book anymore
I think he still does.
Does he?
But, like...
Because he had a long-running Archie comic.
I think he still does. But, like... Yeah, so first of all, it's not like... it's not like Detective Pikachu, where that movie, like, when I saw the trailers, I was like, okay, that actually looks like it might be fun.
Yeah.
I was never into Pokemon or anything like that, but it was an interesting enough
It was. It was fun.
And I had, like, this one, well, first of all, when they show the first poster,
Yeah.
the shadow poster, and then people start, like, sketching it in, and they're like, what the fuck is going on with him? And I remember just being like, what were they thinking? You know, like...
Big muscular legs.
Like, yeah, big muscular legs, and, like, arms, and, like... It's like, you don't... The Ninja Turtles don't need lips,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't need to look closer to a human. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to be more...
Well, he runs all the time, so his legs would be ripped.
Yeah, okay, sure. But it's also a fucking video game character,
Yeah.
right? Like, did they not learn their lesson with Super Mario? Super Mario Brothers in the early 90s was a god-awful movie. A. B. I don't, like, before edgy reboots were a thing, this was the edgy reboot. Because they were like, well, we can't just make a movie based on the video game. We have to make it real. So, they have to have special boots that allow them to jump high.
Yeah.
They have to, the Koopas actually have to be de-evolved dinosaurs. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's get Dennis Hopper and Bob Hoskins, R.I.P. for both of them, and John Leguizamo to play these characters.
I think that was his first role,
I
right?
think it was too. I'm not
Introducing
sure.
Joe.
But you get a guy, like, you get a super fucking, like, Cockney British guy to play a super Italian American guy. He did alright for what it was.
Yeah.
You know. But, like,
I mean,
it's so fucking bad. And this, I feel like, is in the same boat. Except...
this is a little different because the director is
Hold on.
redoing it.
Hold on. The difference, though, is that, so they try to make Sonic more realistic.
Yeah.
But then you get to Robotnik.
And he's like,
He's
nuts.
a fucking cartoon!
Yeah.
What? I don't even care that it's Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. I really do.
You know what? I watched that trailer and I love. That was like early shades of Jim Carrey there.
I
It was
don't...
Goofy Jim.
It's not enough.
It's enough for me.
You're gonna see that in the theater?
Fucking rights.
Are you serious?
For Jim Carrey alone.
Wow.
Fucking rights.
Okay.
Probably opening weekend.
I'll need to see another trailer.
I haven't been that excited for Jim
Especially-
Carrey in a long time.
Especially because the new trailer will show him without his teeth. He will look more like Sonic.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit for that. Like, they're literally...
They listen to the fans.
Yeah, you know what it was, but they tried to play it off like, that was never the intention. We just wanted to get a trailer out there to kind of show you what we're dealing with. It was never going to look like
Well, that's what Paramount did, but the director himself was like, "Thanks for telling me your honest truth."
Yeah, I know. I
totally
caught that part.
understand.
So I was like,
I'm
I know,
doing
like,
it.
Paramount was just like, oh, guys.
Paramount's like,
They-
yeah.
They played the same fucking shit game that Michael Bay played with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
When he was just like, they're aliens. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, collectively, the whole world was like, what?
Yeah.
And then it was like, just kidding, they're actual turtles.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just like they always were. I don't know what.
So they're teenage alien
you know?
turtles?
And then,
yeah.
still, I don't understand why the fuck you had to make them 8 feet tall, though.
And lips.
God, those lips.
Those lips. Especially Donatello's lips. He's got,
Michelangelo's were.
oh, Mikey, too, yeah.
Mikey was, but also Mikey was like borderline rapey. Like he was really creepy.
He's got like these blue eyes. He's just looking Megan Fox up and down.
Yeah, like, and I fucking her too. Like, and literally like hinting heavily that he would fuck her.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just, I remember the whole time I was like, ugh, it's so weird. Like, because then when you watch seminal classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yes.
1988,
1990.
1990. Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
1990.
Yep.
You watch that one, and they all acknowledge that she's attractive, but they're not like leering at her, like trying to look down her shirt, like getting shell boners. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there was no.
Yeah, no shell boners.
Yeah, and even like the other men around her were treating her like an equal. They weren't just like, oh, like Will Arnett. Will Arnett was like, what the hell was his name? I can't remember what his character's name was. But he was from the cartoon.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's like all over her too, like leering at her and basically acting like she doesn't know fuck all, but she's just there because she's got tits.
That's Megan Fox.
Yeah, but it's
First
not even,
off,
it's not even Megan Fox.
why is Megan Fox playing April O'Neil? That's the first thing.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I didn't get that either.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen her play anything other than eye candy.
Yeah.
You know, and if that's all you can play, fine. That's fine.
Whatever.
You want to branch off and try other things, that's fine. But even in the movies, they don't really make it seem like she's anything special. She's just tits and ass, and I was just like so floored by this. Because again, you watch 1990 classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, the only one that's skeevy is Casey Jones, but he's kind of a skeevy.
Yeah.
You know, like
He's Casey Jones.
He's Casey Jones.
Yeah.
He's a fucking psycho that wears sweatpants and hockey mask.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
yeah, Sonic, I don't know. I don't think it's
gonna bomb.
I think it's gonna do better internationally than it's gonna bomb domestically.
Yeah, it's gonna bomb domestically.
I can see
Internationally, I
international.
think
They might pick it up a little bit.
unless they switch gears too and they actually gear it for kids.
Yeah.
Not just old dudes that play the games.
I mean, Pikachu did really well. So if it could kind of get to that same crowd.
When I saw that trailer, I was like, oh, that's going to do good.
Well, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is so hot right now.
So hot right now.
So hot. Like, people's sexiest man of the year hot.
As soon as you said so hot right now, I was like, yes! Yes!
Yes!
Okay.
Same day.
February
14th, 2020. The King's Man, which is Kingsman 3, but they just went, hey, let's call it The King's Man instead. It amazes me how successful these movies are.
Why?
They're good. They just don't seem like $100 million domestic box office smash type movies.
Especially the second one.
I haven't watched the second.
Well, I mean, to be honest, you like the first one?
Yeah.
I like the second one.
I'm sure I will, but I haven't. It's one of those things when it's on Netflix one night and I got nothing to watch.
Yeah, that's how I was with
I'll
Kingsman.
throw it on.
Kingsman, it was. I think I just kind of like on a whim. I watched it on a whim on Netflix. And I remember just being like, "Oh wow, all right, like this is," it was refreshing. I guess my only real complaint is that I didn't feel like they did enough because like the first one's already out there.
Yeah.
So the second one. It's because they tried to. It's not just the Kingsman, but it's also the American version.
Right.
Right? The American dudes. And they did all this talk about Channing Tatum being in it and stuff like that, and Halle Berry being like the Merlin version, American Merlin, and I was like, okay, all right. And then it's like they're in it for maybe 5-10 minutes. Like.
Yeah.
And also, I could tell you almost almost every plot point in the first one, but I'm only remembering like a couple of beats from the second one, so it didn't stay as much as the first one. And they brought back what's his face, Colin Firth.
Yep.
And it was like
that seemed weird because he was awesome in the first, and his death shocked me. Like it floored me. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So to bring him back, it felt like they were just getting rid of that.
The way they brought him back to, I remember I was kind of like, okay, like, all right, but I mean, movies. So I was like, all right, fine, but yeah, so
this is a prequel to.
It's the prequel. I saw the trailer.
It looks tonally, it looks a lot different than the first two.
I think part of it is because we're dealing with the beginning of not the beginning of the Kingsman, but it's just a prequel.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's his face? Colin Firth's character.
Wasn't this about the first Kingsman? Like the actual king picks a guy who's the Kingsman.
Oh. I must have misunderstood. I just thought it was like his, because they made it seem like this lineage goes back even farther. Like the first one, remember? Like, they made it seem like it was a really far back.
Centuries, like King Arthur did.
Right, so...
But then, this, to me, like, it's called The King's Man.
Yeah, I
don't know. I don't think it's going to be as good as the first.
I know.
And you know what else? I don't think it's going to get much support, because Disney owns it now.
Yeah.
Disney is not pushing those Fox movies, so...
But again, like I said, like we said before, I feel like this is a prime example where Disney can kind of have their cake and eat it too. They use Fox imprint to do the more adult stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're already looking at a watered down Deadpool. This is a franchise that you can't water down and expect it to be profitable. Mm-hmm. It, like, very much like Deadpool, made its money because it stood out because it was outrageous and over the top, but it also was, like almost deliciously violent, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that church scene, you're like, holy fuck!
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck!
And Sophia Boutella with her, like, knife
Good
legs.
God, that was incredible!
That first movie's awesome.
First movie is
It's actually surprising I watched the second because I do love the first. It's Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah.
I essentially love everything Matthew Vaughn makes. Except his old British movies, because those things just don't click with me. Yeah, I don't know.
Which ones are those?
Layer Cake. What other one?
Layer Cake. I liked Layer Cake, but everyone that I had seen Layer Cake before me was like, It is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
I watched it, and I mean, like, to get a good idea of where, like, why they saw Daniel Craig and went, yeah, that's James Bond.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could totally tell. It's a good movie. But it's not, like, I've watched it once. That's it.
I don't know what it, like, well, I'm not into gangster movies to begin with, so to make a gangster movie that's also, like, very British.
Yeah, I could see that being an issue.
Like, Danny Boyle movies, like, his other stuff, they don't click with me. Like, Trainspotting and Snatch don't click.
I love Snatch.
I know,
I
lots
love
of people
Snatch.
you love Snatch.
I love Snatch. And I love the movie. Oh!
Ah!
I also love Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Right, that one too. See,
I remember we watched both of those, and both of them you were like, I could barely understand what they're saying.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I mean, I love all the actors.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
all Danny Boyle's movies after those. So,
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyways, I don't
This
think
one I don't even care about, to be honest.
it's. I'm probably honestly going to forget that it was even in the theater.
Yeah.
It'll pop up.
I actually forgot because I saw the trailer, and then that's it.
And then that's it.
I can't even tell you really what the trailer's about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
Needless to say,
So yeah, that's an interesting
there's a
Valentine's
very
Day.
good chance that Sonic the Hedgehog is going to beat out the Kingsman.
Mhm.
Fucking prequel. I remember when I heard they announced a prequel, and I was like, excuse me. I thought part of it was because what's his face? Edgerton? Not Edgerton.
Yeah, Taron, something like that.
Whatever. The main actor is starting to
Yeah,
get up there.
he's,
So I thought-
he's rocketing upwards.
He is the Rocket Man.
He is the Rocket Man.
So his
Yes.
star is starting to rise a bit. And this was a way for people to keep the name present.
Yeah,
So
by
that way they-
calling it the King's Man.
Right. And then that way, so then when they can get to a proper...
Yeah.
But the numbers that this generates will actually put the kibosh on
Oh yeah.
the actual real third.
This is only happening because Fox already had it going before the buyout.
Yeah.
This will be the last Kingsman movie, guarantee it.
Yeah. So, but now we're...
A week later,
box office? Bomb. I'm saying it's a bomb.
it's a bomb.
I'm not saying it's going to make money at all.
No, I mean it might break even, but yeah, it won't make the money of the first two.
I don't even think it'll break even, to be honest.
International loves the first two, so
But
again,
but they love the first two for the reasons of the first two.
right? There's
You
no
take-
Colin Firth in
You
this.
take all of that away.
There's no Rocket Man.
You take all of that away.
Yeah. And what do you have? You have the King's Man.
That's right. That's
Not
right.
even men.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
So anyway, now we get to February 21st.
Bloodshot. Sony's kicking off the Valiant comic book cinematic universe that will be one movie long.
Really?
I don't see it going past Bloodshot 1.
That trailer looked really good, though.
The trailer looks awesome. The trailer looks like Upgrade. Upgrade was a huge fucking bomb, even though it was incredible. Also, Vin Diesel has not made a successful movie outside Fast and Furious ever.
That's true. I remember distinctly, when they announced that he was signed on to play that, and I was like,
Yeah.
You couldn't have gotten anyone else?
I don't get me wrong, I love Vin Diesel. I love the Riddick movies.
I do, too.
The Triple X movies are fun. Actually, Triple X makes money.
Triple X was great.
That last Triple X movie, The Return of Xander Cage, made shit tons of... International loves Vin Diesel. So that will save this alone, if anything.
Well, the Triple X movies...
Triple X 1 is awesome.
Triple X 1 was awesome.
Like, it's awesome.
Triple X 2 would have been... It's the Bourne Legacy for me. It's just like, fuck, man.
It is.
You know, and then you have, Xander Cage come back, and I remember just being like, oh, okay, alright. And I actually watched a bit of it, because it also has Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
Who I don't know if you
And
know.
Tony Jaa.
I'm a pretty big fan of that guy, and
Mm-hmm.
Tony Jaa also a huge fan of him.
It's a great cast.
Great cast. What is it? Ruby Rose is in there
Ruby
too.
Rose is in there. Yeah,
It's a great cast, and the movie, those movies, I feel like that works for Vin Diesel because it's like Fast and the Furious, where you go in there, you go, I'm just gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut my brain off and just have fun.
But you're right though about the upgrade comparison, because there is that element to it. Although Upgrade was so fucking good.
Upgrade's a masterpiece. That's one of the best movies of last year.
I actually, I said this to one of the guys I work with, Matt Daniels. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, name drop. That I actually had said that this Upgrade was a better RoboCop remake than the RoboCop remake.
Absolutely.
The RoboCop remake was not good.
No. Even though it had a lot of really good actors, it was bad.
Oh,
bad.
Especially RoboCop was like a commentary on movies of that time period.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you Verhoeven is like, this is, I know it's brutally violent. I know that. Okay, that's the point. All right. That's why you had a 10-minute scene of fucking what's his face, Peter Weller, just getting ripped to shreds. And I'm not exaggerating. I think it is almost 10 minutes.
You know what? That end with that one dude melting gave me nightmares as a kid.
Oh God! And then you watch an explosion takes him out. And you're like, okay, fine. But the other part is that it's the brain. That's right. So the brain is kept. His face and brain is kept, and that's why it's he's not really RoboCop per se.
Right.
Whereas this one, they tried to make it. I don't know. It's just
this one was weird. I mean, he had the face and the brain, but they also found his hand and they decided to use it. I'm like, why would you use a fucking human hand?
I know,
put a robotic hand on it.
Yeah, I know.
What? So he could feel his wife's boobs? I mean, what the fuck's he gonna do with this hand?
Yeah,
I
will say though, visually he looked cooler. I thought he looked cool.
He looked cool. I didn't like the paint job. I didn't like it with black.
No. I didn't like the stealth.
Yeah.
When he was actually because it's a sleeker suit.
When he was
it's silver. When he looks like RoboCop,
yeah,
it's sleeker. It looked better.
Yeah.
I thought that was really.
But
good.
they're like, let's paint it black. And I was like, yeah, why? Of course you're gonna paint it black.
yeah. Well, 2 times the toys, right?
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Anyway, so Upgrade, I was like, holy fuck, so good. And even though towards the end of the movie, you're already starting to go, okay, you can kind of see where it goes, but when they get to the actual ending and you find out exactly how everything happened, you're just like, whoa, holy shit. So if you haven't seen Upgrade, watch Upgrade. That's a camcast in the making there. Needless to say, I think
Bloodshot, I'm thinking bombs domestically. I'm thinking 30-40 million. It's going to make Underworld type numbers. Internationally, internationally, it's going to make at least 200 million. It's going to make some profit, but I don't know if it'll be enough to make a sequel or a continued universe after it.
I wouldn't mind if we saw Ninja K or Ninjak.
Ninjak.
Hold on though.
I always called him Ninjak.
We all did, and it was only until the most recent reboot that it was like, well, hold on, no, he's just what's K in the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So he's like the 11th guy. I was like, whoa, that's really cool, because of course all of us said Ninjak.
Ninjak.
I think it might have been Tom King, or is it Taylor? Anyway, he had said he just thought it was an interesting take. It reminded me of when with Weapon X, and they actually say it's Weapon 10. It's actually the 10th, and Captain America was the first weapon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? It adds a little bit more lineage to it. So, I almost think that would have been a smarter movie to start with. Ninjak. Just because...
Yeah, I don't know why they went with Bloodshot first. I know they were going to do Bloodshot and then Harbinger, but then it turns out that Universal has the rights to Harbinger, so they can't use that as part of their universe now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's another one I always find funny is when studios sit on rights.
Yeah, it's like, you can do your universe, but we're keeping Harbinger for no reason.
Okay, well, why don't you make a movie with it?
Can we buy it back? No!
Yeah. No, not only am I not going to sell it to you,
no.
We're actually also not going to make a movie of it. We're just going to sit.
You just can't have it.
And also because, like, I would have argued that if we're talking Valiant, I would say, like, in terms of name recognition, I would have said, like, well, Exo Man of War, I feel, is a...
To me, Exo Man of War is the one I think of first.
I actually think of Exo Man of War and Solar.
Oh, yeah. I think of those crazy gimmicky covers from the 90s.
Exactly.
That were like cardboard and embossed and shiny with
and
foil.
Bart Sears was doing art. I think he was doing Solar. For some reason, I'm also thinking Barry Windsor Smith was on Exo Man of War.
He might have been. I can't even tell you.
But that's what I pictured those two in particular.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other complaint I have is the visual for Bloodshot is so cool. It's disappointing that they didn't keep that.
Yeah.
Like ghost white skin.
I think he's going to get there. Actually, I know he's going to get there because I saw an action figure.
I don't like that he's bald, though. I mean, I know it's Vin Diesel, and
yeah,
he would look weird with hair.
Yeah, you see that Find Me Guilty or whatever?
Yeah,
I was like, no, this is really weird.
So yeah, no, I'm with you on this one. I think it'll do good overseas, but that's it.
I'll likely watch it. I don't know if I'll see it in the theater. It depends. I mean, it looks amazing, so I might watch it in the theater.
If the second trailer, like the final trailer they release, makes it look better than this trailer, because the trailer did look really good.
A shot of him getting his head blown off and then it all comes back.
With the nanos?
Yeah.
The nanites, whatever you want to call them. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
But
it was also crazy they showed that in a trailer.
No, it pissed me off that they showed that in the teaser trailer for the trailer.
Yes.
That pissed me
tomorrow.
Because I was like, that's so cool. And then when they did it later, I was like, oh yeah, I already saw that. You could just don't do that anymore. Don't do the teaser trailer.
Don't do it.
Or the trailer.
Bloodshot.
So yeah, okay.
Now we're heading to March 13th, 2020. Godzilla vs. Kong.
I still gotta watch Godzilla too.
I am fucking psyched for this. I've always loved King Kong. I've always loved Godzilla.
Yep.
I'm in. To see the legendary spin on the two of them going at it, I'm fucking in.
I'm in, even though Kong Skull Island was not good.
Kong Skull Island was a disappointment, but King of the Monsters is fucking insane.
It looks so good.
It's so good.
I think, you know what, I'm gonna watch that tomorrow.
It's so good.
Just to get that out of the way.
Also weird, it did not do well compared to Kong and the first Godzilla.
I was surprised at how bad it did.
Bombed.
Yeah.
And for it to bomb even internationally, it was like everyone's been wanting these monsters on the screen together. You get it.
I don't get it.
Like in the first movie, they're like, oh, it's not Godzilla, there's too much humans. Second one, it's too much monster fighting. I don't know if you like, what the fuck do you want?
I was really surprised that it didn't do as well internationally. Because I thought for sure it would just smash it internationally.
I watched it twice in the theater. It was so good. So I don't know how well it's going to do though for that reason alone.
Yep, I have no idea.
I think people are going to be interested to see the two of them on the screen together, and I think that will bring in money.
Yeah.
I think it'll do better than King of the Monsters. But I don't know if it's going to do as good as Kong and the first Godzilla now.
I don't think so.
I don't think it will.
I don't think so either. Unless they figure out a way to get Thomas C. Reilly to reprise his character from Kong Skull Island. Because he was the only good thing in that movie.
Yeah, but that took place in the 70s.
That's why I said some way.
He'd be fucking old.
Some way to do it. You mean to tell me you got Godzilla, you got King Kong, you can't have like Mothra blood make him like not age?
Well, maybe he'll be in the Met Godzilla.
No. I mean, maybe. Actually, that would actually be
John C. Reilly-Zilla.
John C. Reilly-Zilla. That's good.
It's just Godzilla with the fucking John C. Reilly hair sticking out.
And drumsticks.
And drumsticks.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
So yeah, I guarantee me watching that at least 2 or 3 times.
Once for sure.
It's gonna be.
I gotta make it to the theater for that one.
That's gonna be an event. Yeah. I'm pumped. I am pumped.
What is this movie that's next on the list?
Now.
What is this?
April 3rd, 2020. What? It's still on the schedule right now. It is still there.
I am mystified right now. I am absolutely mystified.
The New Mutants. We've been talking about this movie for 2 years now.
Going on strong. I maintain it will not go to theater. I maintain this. If it goes to theater, I will eat a ketchup sandwich on the Camcast.
Oh, it's got to go to the theater. Will you?
I will do that. I will eat
That
a
goes
ketchup
to the
sandwich.
theater. Then we're going to do a Camcast, and I'm going to make you a beautiful ketchup sandwich.
I will eat it.
Do you want white or whole wheat?
Honestly, I don't care. You make the sandwich, I'll eat it.
All right.
That's it.
There it is.
I will
Ketchup
eat
sandwich
it
coming in April.
Because I will be fucking amazed if this goes to theater. I really will.
I don't know what they're going to do with it.
I don't know either.
I mean, last I heard was they were going back to the original cut before the reshoots because that got rid of any X-Men connections so they could possibly use it in the MCU later on if they wanted to. I don't know.
That is rich, is what that is. So, you mean to tell me the trailer that we saw, it made it look like a mutant horror movie, which got me super excited.
It looks awesome.
Got me so pumped.
Yeah.
And the only real link to the X-Men was the fact that they were mutants,
Mm-hmm.
which was a huge plus for me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is nice. I like this. It's kind of like, like Deadpool with his link to the X-Men.
Yep.
But it wasn't that link to the X-Men. It was just X-Men in general.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Then they go and they say, you know what? We gotta cut this. We gotta reshoot this to make it fit more into the X-Men world.
Yep.
And then Disney buys Fox
Yep.
and everything that goes with it.
That's pretty much where things started to go down. Yeah.
And then it got pushed back again.
Right.
Actually, twice.
And then last spring, Disney at Disney Expo put up on the screen with the release date. But that was before Dark Phoenix's release.
Yeah, that's right.
And
That's
you know how Dark Phoenix did.
Because Dark Phoenix was also a victim of reshoots.
Yeah.
Massive reshoots.
Massive reshoots.
Then they
And
go,
which in our X-Men Beginnings quadrilogy episode,
yeah,
we discussed. I liked it. I liked Dark Phoenix.
but so then they go, hold on. Well, now we need a cut of this movie that has no links to the X-Men. And then the director goes, why don't we just use the one that I already did?
Yeah.
Fucking 4 years ago.
Before you fucked with my movie.
What about that one? Oh, by the way, take my name off this thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to have any part of this shit.
So
Put it on Hulu for all I care. I gotta tell you. If this goes to theater, yes, I will eat a ketchup sandwich. I will do that. I will definitely eat a ketchup sandwich because I fucking hate ketchup so much that I will do that for all of you here. Plus, I'm a man of my word.
if it does go to theaters, I will be there April 3rd watching it.
If it goes to theaters, I will watch it in the theater. I will definitely do that. If it goes to theater, though, it's gonna come and go. Because we're not that far away from it, and there's still nothing.
Not even a new trailer.
Not even a new trailer. I mean, granted, we're coming up on this one here, and there's really nothing, but actually these two both, there isn't really anything.
No. I mean, what's coming up for Fox? Like, I don't even think Fox has any more movies coming this year, so. Well, I mean, it's Disney. If they're going to release a new trailer for this on anything, it's going to be Star Wars in December.
That's true.
I mean, that'd be the best place to put it.
If they don't have a trailer for this movie by Rise of the Skywalker, I will be very confident that I am not eating a fucking ketchup sandwich at all. Like I'm pretty confident right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, if all of a sudden we're watching Rise of the Skywalker and we get through like 10 different trailers and not one of them is that one, you're gonna get a little one of these. Hey Ken, and you're gonna probably go, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they may throw us for a loop and still throw that in the fucking theater, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, Hulu seems like the most logical choice, but it's also the one that pisses me off because I won't be able to watch it as a Canadian.
Yeah, I agree. It's
So-
also like, it's like, okay, well, fine, all right, I won't watch it. Fine, fuck
Yeah.
me.
Fine, I guess,
I mean, why wouldn't you just release it on the Disney app, for Christ's sakes?
because it's not PG rated.
Yeah,
It's not happy and colorful.
still, like,
Hmm.
that's why you have the Fox imprint. Use the Fox imprint to do the shit you can't do under the Disney umbrella.
May 1st, 2020.
Blockbuster smash hit,
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Finally.
Finally.
It only took her dying to get her own movie.
Do you feel like this is purpose, May and June?
It seems like it.
You know? Like,
It seems really like,
because I feel like,
let's take
I gotta
some
be
away
honest
from
with you,
one.
there's something about Black Widow. There's an element of rush to this.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we don't know how long they've been working on it, but I don't feel like they've been working on it for that long.
I mean, it's a prequel. That's going to just touch on all the stories she's talked about throughout all the other movies.
Budapest?
Budapest!
Oh, I can't have Budapest without Jeremy Renner,
And
who's still going to be Hawkeye, by the way.
yeah,
That's a weird little blurb there.
I don't even know what to think about it.
I don't know what to think of it either, especially because, like,
It's words without proof.
yeah, it's the same thing when, like, everyone got up in arms about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that it was actually Amber Heard that was allegedly doing the beatings.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Nobody says anything, in fact. They don't even, like, oh, hey, Johnny, sorry we all kind of had our lynch mob set. That crazy bitch. No, nothing. They're just like, oh, let's not talk about it ever again. But when it's Johnny Depp, they were like, kill him!
Yeah.
Anyway.
And essentially didn't kill him, but they killed his career.
His career was already kind of...
The last Pirates tanked. The last Fantastic Beasts did not do so well with him in it.
Okay, but when's the last time you saw Johnny Depp doing what you thought was good quality work?
Been a long time.
It's been a long time for me too.
Though he does star in my favorite movie of all time. So does that.
Which one is your favorite movie of all time?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Oh, that's correct. I thought you were going to say Nick of Time.
That's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
That's a good movie. I even like Secret Window.
Secret Window was good. I liked it.
I like it when he does that different stuff. The Tourist with Angelina Jolie.
I did not watch that, and I also... The reason why I didn't watch it, because after I watched the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, I think I know exactly how it works.
Yeah.
And I read the spoilers. Turned out I was right.
Hey!
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm actually that guy.
Yeah.
Credits.
Credits. Yeah, it wasn't a great movie, but I find it refreshing when I see him as a normal guy
Yeah, but
in a movie.
the other part too, though, is I'm not a huge Angelina Jolie fan.
Yeah.
I feel like she's overrated. You know?
I get that.
Yeah. Like, I liked her in Gia,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was really good. I liked her in Girl Interrupted. Hackers.
Did you like Salt?
I liked Salt. Because it was a better, like, you know, those Jason Bourne type Bond movies.
For the female.
It was one of the better ones of that genre.
Yep.
I just hated the 15 different twists. Especially...
There was a lot of twists.
Especially when, like, 10 of those twists are, like, in the last half hour.
Yeah. There was a lot of twists.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this movie just keeps going. Twist! Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah, and that's
wow.
that's
Is it over
the
now?
thing.
Twist! Oh,
It's like twist, 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 and you're like, okay, but another twist. Okay,
Yeah.
what part
Let's draw the timeline of Salt.
is legit? You know, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
still good. I like
I
the
liked it.
action.
I
thought
liked
it was
it.
good. But again, I also like Wanted. I was like,
I like Wanted, but more for James McAvoy.
I was gonna say more for McAvoy and Fat Pratt, but you know,
Yeah, Fat Pratt. Fat Pratt was in that.
he was a douchebag.
He was
He was
a
the
douche.
one that was banging McAvoy's girlfriend in the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fat Pratt.
Is that Matthew Vaughn-Again?
No.
No, that's
I
not.
was at Timur Buku.
That's right. That's right.
Long Russian name.
That's right. But anyway,
Black Widow.
so Black Widow, I'm
You think it's going to do
hugely
$1 billion?
excited for this. I don't think it's going to do $1 billion.
I think it would have done $1 billion a couple of years ago before she died.
I agree. Especially the weird part about this too is that this is essentially supposed to be like a 3-movie trilogy.
Yeah.
Which I'm in for that. Okay, like I'm absolutely in for that. I agree though. There's an element of okay, where was this 3 years ago?
This feels like a cash. Like I feel like we should have got the Black Widow solo movie in between Infinity War and Endgame to show what she did during that time.
I also I'm actually going to disagree with you there. Although I like that idea.
I think that would have been great.
I think that would have been really great, but I feel like the Black Widow movie should have been out before Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's because when Wonder Woman was announced, my first thoughts were, how the fuck does DC get a head start on a female-led movie? You know, granted it's Wonder Woman, so they were like, it was going to be big, regardless. But all the work, all the heavy lifting was done in the Avengers movies and Winter Soldier. In fact, if they would have released that movie right after Winter Soldier, it would have done $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
And that was before movies were doing $1 billion unless it was Avengers.
Yeah.
It would have done $1 billion, especially if it was the Russos doing it.
Yeah, or even just the same writers that McFreely and whatever.
Yeah, Marcus and McFreely.
Yeah.
Because I love Black Widow's character.
Yeah.
I thought she was so awesome in Winter Soldier, and it was like everything made sense. It wasn't like one of those like you're just there to be there type of thing. Like, kind of like the Hulk in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know why they did it and stuff like that, but it was one of those where it was just like, wait, so he got into a plane to go to an island, like, to get away from everything, and all of a sudden he's in space, and all of a sudden he's on the exact same planet that Thor ends up on. It's like, okay, like, they're lucky that it worked well, like, it worked perfectly, but it also, I don't really think it did much to flesh out Hulk's character, whereas, like we talked about in our Marvel Phase 2 Camcast, where you understand exactly why Cap trusts her so much.
Yep.
Why they're friends, and why they're only friends, and it's okay that they're only friends. So, like, when you get to that scene in Civil War where she's just like, come on, Cap, like, don't do this. Like, this is Peggy's death, right? Like, the funeral, and he's all broken up, so she's hugging him and being there for him as a friend, but then still is like, okay, but, like, I signed with Tony, so...
Yeah.
So I want to do this, but... And Cap's just kind of like, yeah, no, I hear you. So, I mean... I want it to do $1 billion. I really do. But I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be like high 800s.
I think, yeah. It really, really, really disappoints me that Captain Marvel got a movie before Black Widow.
That one really disappoints me too. And also, see, because like Black Widow does not have the benefit of any sort of Avengers sandwiching.
Yeah.
Because Captain Marvel, I don't think would have done $1 billion if it wasn't literally smack in between Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's also kind of the same reason why, like, I just rewatched Spider-Man Far From Home again last night. If it wasn't so close after Endgame, I don't think it would have done $1 billion.
No.
It's a better movie than Homecoming, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's still... so, halfway through Homecoming, it didn't really feel like a Spider-Man movie, right? Like, yeah, he had the costume and everything, but he was trying to be like Iron Man, but it wasn't until he lost the costume that it felt like a Spider-Man movie, right?
Right.
So, they did the same thing in Far From Home, where it didn't really feel like a Spider-Man movie until he made his own costume. Then it felt like a Spider-Man movie, and that was kind of the point, right? But, like, because I also followed it up by watching Spider-Man 2. I tried to get all the way through Spider-Man 2 again, like, kind of watch them back to back. And it's like, yeah, if it wasn't for Endgame, I don't think it would have done $1 billion. It would have done like better than Homecoming.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would have done $1 billion. But anyway, so unfortunately, I don't think this is going to do $1 billion, even though I want it to so badly. But you're right. Like I'm with you with the Captain Marvel thing. I rewatched Captain Marvel recently with Michelle because we're going through the Marvel movies in order.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the stuff we talked about in that Camcast, I still really like, but the weaknesses are still there. Like that hasn't changed. I'm like, okay, all right, but yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's the MCU's first movie of 2020.
And then for it to be so close to Wonder
Woman 1984, coming out June 5th. This is another one where I'm not sure how well it's going to do.
I think it's going to be about the same.
They haven't shown anything yet.
But here's the. I think it's going to be about the same because I feel like they did this on purpose, but it's too far removed from the first one.
Yeah.
Because it's what, 3 years now?
Yeah. I mean, that's not that long for a sequel.
No, but
it's also 40 years later after the first movie.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind that so much, but like,
I feel like again it's going to be very tonally different because of the setting.
It has to be.
Right? I also don't really like the new costume I've seen pictures of.
All gold.
Where it's like all gold and head to toe, no skin showing.
But the only thing I'll say to that though is, I feel like that's like the final boss costume though.
I hope so.
I don't think that it's the one she uses all the way through.
Well, why would you need a final boss costume against Cheetah?
It depends on what level of Cheetah we're getting.
I guess.
Or depends on who's Cheetah working with.
Yeah.
In some way, shape,
I'm really excited to see Krista Wiig as Cheetah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so I feel like it'll do about the same. Might do a little bit better, but then again, I gotta see a trailer. Like, I'll reserve judgment on that one. For sure, until I see a trailer.
Yep.
Especially because you've got those shots of Steve Trevor. What?
I'm thinking like 700 to 800 on this and Black Widow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very close.
I'm not quite sure about domestic. I think around 350, 400 for Wonder Woman, and probably around 3 for Black Widow.
Yeah, I think that's...
I think a little less domestically for Black Widow, but about the same internationally.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know how well Black Widow's going to do in Russia, though. I find they might be a little insulted by some of it.
It'll depend on how they handle it. Yeah. Because who knows? It might actually top it up. I was just about to say, Free Guy.
Free Guy is a new Ryan Reynolds film coming out July 3rd.
Hank Teller discovers that he's actually a non-playable character inside a brutal open-world video game.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, look at the cast.
I know.
I mean,
was it Taika?
I think it's Taika. Taika Waititi.
Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer.
Comer?
I think it's Comer. Anyway,
Comer.
She's actually phenomenal. You ever watch Killing Eve?
No, but she's starring as Molotov Girl.
Fucking right, she is. She, well, first of all, Killing Eve is great. Absolutely good. Channing Tatum? Really? It's got quite a cast.
Yeah. It sounds like a very... I mean, it was the poster. I saw the poster. I was like, that's funny. He's revealing the same suit. Yeah,
I like that it's like, the world needed a hero. They got a guy.
Free Guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to see a trailer for sure.
I need to see a trailer. I can't
like
say
everyone
anything.
involved, but it's like, Ryan Reynolds is one of those guys that not everything he touches is gold anyway.
No.
You know, like R.I.P.D., horrible bomb.
Horrible bomb. And that was after Deadpool.
And that was after Deadpool, which I was like, okay, all right. But then again, I saw that trailer and I was just like, okay, so it's Men in Black with ghosts.
Hitman's Bodyguard did not make money, but it's somehow getting a sequel.
Yeah, I know. That one I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
that's weird.
it was an alright movie.
It was alright. Honestly, it was disappointing considering how great I thought it was going to be.
Yes, that's where I was at. Because
the trailers, I was like almost pissing myself. And then you realize that the trailer showed all the best parts.
Yeah, exactly. Plus it just, that is so cool. It almost seemed like everyone involved, like it only seemed like Salma Hayek was the only one having fun in that movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Everyone else was just like,
it kind of makes sense why the sequel will be based around her.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just, I was like, okay, like once it was done, I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, okay, so Free Guy, I need to see a trailer. The concept is okay. Like, it's an alright concept. It's just...
It's kind of like Wreck-It Ralph.
It's not even that. It's like, but if you're a non-playable character, then what? And you figure out that you're a non-playable character, what can you do? Like, based on the code, nothing.
Yeah.
You're going to do whatever your character is supposed to do, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. The cast is great, though.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
The next one's interesting.
Yeah, the next one is interesting.
July 20th, 2020.
What I noticed, most of the shit that we're talking about now, we don't even have, like, a trailer.
Yeah. I mean, we got a little teaser on this one.
Yeah, little.
Ghostbusters 2020. The actual sequel to Ghostbusters is finally happening after Sony's little experiment there 3 years ago.
Well, part of the fucking problem with that one was they did the same thing that Turtles did, where they were like, they went, no, guys, it's not a reboot.
Yeah.
This actually just takes place after. It's just
a
group of girls that are inspired. And I was like, okay.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
You can see one or two, or maybe three, or all the cast if they're,
Yeah.
Okay. They don't even have to be in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It could just have a picture of them or something.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then they, like, before the movie come out, they were like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. It's a full-on reboot.
Full-on reboot.
Full-on reboot.
Recreate the Ghostbusters. All the living Ghostbuster actors are there, not playing the original characters.
That pissed me off because it was jarring. That took me out of the movie.
Yeah, it would have been okay with a cameo, but Bill Murray fully played a character in that film.
He was that asshole character from the previous.
He was Peck.
He was Peck.
He was Walter Peck.
And I was just like,
you wouldn't do Ghostbusters 3 for 20 years?
Especially because, like, they did some pretty cool stuff with Ghostbusters, like the reboot. They did some pretty cool stuff, and some of it was actually, like, legit funny.
Yeah.
I thought, fucking, what's his face? Fucking...
Hemsworth?
No, yeah, Hemsworth. I thought Hemsworth was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the cast itself is fucking hilarious. But then again, like, it's almost all Saturday Night Live crew, so, like, they're...
I'm not a Melissa McCarthy fan. At all.
Michelle's not either.
So when I saw Paul Feig was directing, I was just like, oh, son of a bitch, he's going to have Melissa McCarthy in there.
I don't hate Melissa McCarthy. I don't like a lot of the one-note stuff that she does.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, when I watched Spy, I was really, I liked Spy. I thought Spy was really good.
Yeah.
There was less of that fat girl falling, and more of it just being funny. Like, playing with the spy tropes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus, you unleashed a hilarious fucking... Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Which I was like, holy shit, like, this is so good. But that was really good. But I agree, though.
I feel like she's just doing the whole Chris Farley thing most of the time.
No, I agree. And so that was one of those things.
But Kristen Wiig, I was excited when they said Kristen Wiig was a Ghostbuster.
I
love Kristen Wiig. I love Kristen Wiig.
But like, they have good chemistry together. So I was like, okay, all right. What the hell's her name?
Kate McKinnon? Leslie
Jones. I love Leslie Jones. Kate McKinnon's look great too. Like, the cast is great.
I mean, I don't watch Saturday Night Live anymore, so I had not seen those two.
No, but the fact that, like, 3 of the 4 actresses
Yeah.
from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And all of that cast, so the chemistry is really good with all of them. Even the bad guy I thought was really good. I thought that was, for the most part, he was okay.
That's kind of weird.
But, like, again, like, it was just one of those where just leave it in the world and then it's okay, then I don't give a shit. You didn't have to have this whole
I would not have been
back and forth bullshit.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so getting back to the official
this happening.
Ghostbusters 3.
So Jason Reitman's writing, directing, and he was the son of Ivan Reitman.
Yep.
Ivan Reitman's come back to produce it. Dan Aykroyd is producing, and he was a creative consultant.
Yep.
And he's probably going to appear too.
Yep.
They haven't officially said if the original dads are going to appear, but I'm sure they're going to. Oh, Bill Murray, I don't know if that's been. I think they're leaving that as a surprise.
I think he's in.
And I think it's going to be a small little.
Well, I think it might be the thing that he's been saying for a while. He's like, put me in the movie, kill me in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's such a weird dude that, like, it was surprising that he was in Ghostbusters.
I know.
Like, I was like, what?
It was strange.
Fuck?
It's weird that he did the Zombieland movie. I don't know.
That part, actually, that is less weird for him to do Zombieland than it is for him to do Ghostbusters.
They apparently wanted to, with the original script for Zombieland 2.
I didn't watch Zombieland 2 yet.
No, but this isn't in the movie, but it's the original script. The writer said that the original script, Harold Ramis was still around, he was still alive, and they were going to have in Zombieland 2 showing you how Bill Murray came to where he was. So he was going to be on the golf course with the 3 guys, and they're going to be like, Bill, come on, do Ghostbusters. Please just do it. And then they were supposed to turn and start chasing him. And I was like, oh, that would have been amazing.
Was so fucking funny, though. When he busts out, and they're about to kill him, and they're just like, oh, hold on, I'm not actually a zombie. Like, I'm not actually dead. I was just doing this, and they just left me alone. I was like, that's the funniest fucking thing ever. That is so fucking funny. I was like, I can't get over that. Yeah, especially because, like, what the fuck was it? Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun, yeah.
They pretended to be zombies too. And at least it wasn't as gross as The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was like,
wearing the skin.
Oh, I was like, that's fucking gross. That's gross. So gross. But,
so, yeah. This, I think the existence of the last one is going to hurt the performance of this one.
100%. We're not far enough removed from it.
No, we are not. If this would have been Ghostbusters 2 and now this finally coming, this would have been a big hit.
It would have been huge. It would have been huge. I'm still such a sucker for Ghostbusters.
And Paul Rudd's in here. Paul Rudd in a Ghostbuster movie.
I am such a sucker for Ghostbusters that, like, it pained me that the all-female Ghostbusters reboot was that bad.
See, I didn't find it bad, but I find it... I find it mediocre. I find it just like, okay.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing, because, like...
The ghost looked amazing in it.
Oh, the ghost.
I will say that, like, oh my god, they looked awesome.
If you're spending most of your budget on the ghosts, good for you.
Yeah, they looked awesome.
They looked great.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess because my big issue is it's kind of like the Hellboy movie, right? Mm-hmm. So, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like, if you watch the original Ghostbusters, it is actually more of a scary comedy. Yeah, it's not. There's
quite a bit of horror to it.
There's, like, in some of these scenes, like, well, I mean, you're seeing like 80s tech where you've got skeletons, like, in various states of decomposition, strolling around New York and stuff like that. Like, even the Keymasters, those two, like the dogs themselves, those weren't like, these are funny ghosts, you know, but you had Slimer, which was a funny ghost. Yeah. You know, like, it was a perfect blend of, like I said, like, scary comedy. Not a horror flick, but a scary comedy, you know. The second one is obviously, it's more for kids.
It's more comedy.
And that's fine, like, whatever.
Even though Vigo is horrifying. As a child?
Oh, my God. When he's, like, sticking his head out of the painting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
And then when they zap him and he gets that all ugly.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
No, he's creepy as fuck.
It was tonally a little bit more lighter than the first one, but not a lot. But then you watch this, like, it was a straight up comedy, which I don't feel like the Ghostbusters should ever be. It should never be straight up comedy.
That was my big problem with the new one. The woman, it was way too comedic.
Yeah.
Like, McCarthy was doing
hilarious.
McCarthy was doing her thing.
They were all doing their thing.
Yeah, but she was doing her bounce around and fall down thing.
Yeah, Leslie Jones was doing her angry black woman.
But I don't know Leslie Jones, so it's the first time I've seen her angry black woman.
Kristen Wiig was definitely Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig was Kristen Wiig, but I love Kristen Wiig.
Kate McKinnon also.
Again, I hadn't seen her before, but then she's been in everything since. Like, oh, it's Kate McKinnon.
I mean, it was too funny, too aimed towards kids.
Way too funny.
You know, so I don't know. We'll see. I have to see a trailer, but I don't know. I want to like it. that's really.
I think I don't think liking is going to be a problem. I think I'm going to really like it, especially since it's co-written by the writer of Monster House and Poltergeist.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
So there's going to be horror elements to it. Yeah,
it's good. It's smart. I think it's you know.
How it does though, I don't know.
We'll have to see. But yeah, you're right. Like having Paul Rudd is a smart move.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd is great.
Oh, love the Paul Rudd.
Living with Yourself. You ever watch that?
Is that the new show where there's
two Paul
Rudds?
Yeah. That's how I was saying it on the show. I was like, two Paul Rudds. She's like, that's not the name. I'm like, I don't care. It's two Paul Rudds.
It's two Paul Rudds.
It's actually good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It is. It's a slow burn though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play. It's on my November to watch list.
8 episodes. It's not that long.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love 8 episodes is a perfect season to me.
Depends on the type though. Because like, I had no issues with 13 episodes for the Daredevil. All 3 of the Daredevils.
Yeah.
And I had no issues with 13 episodes of Jessica Jones season 1. Season 2 and 3, I was like, you didn't have to go 13 episodes, especially season 2. Oof.
I haven't seen season 3 yet. Season 2 is rough.
Season 3 is actually it's good. It's not as good as the first. It ends like holy fuck. It's got a great ending.
Ever since they canceled all those shows, I lost.
I haven't watched all of Punisher season 2.
Because I haven't watched Punisher season 2 yet. I haven't watched Luke season 2. I haven't watched Iron Fist season 2, and I haven't watched Jones 3.
Right now, Punisher's the only one I haven't finished.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Plus, I heard a rumor that they're going to reboot Iron Fist with a new cast for Disney+. Why? The cast wasn't the problem.
No, the cast wasn't the problem. In fact, after the end of the second season with the course correcting, they shortened the season, then they did some course correcting. They left it in a really good spot. Like,
Wing was awesome.
I was like, oh my.
Yeah.
If this was the plan all along, then good for you guys. I don't think it was. But if it was, I'm like, good, because you got me. You had me in the first. I don't think it was the course at all, but Colleen Wing was my favorite thing in the first season.
She's so good.
And then, like, to have her end up being an Iron Fist as well, I was like, oh, shit! This I can get behind. And then you can have Danny Rand be, like, the side character, so you don't have to see him as much? Yeah! Fucking sign me up! This chick can actually fight. Yeah. You don't have to do
she's so awesome.
a bajillion cuts because, well, Finn isn't a fighter, and that's fine. But neither was Charlie Cox, and his fight scenes looked really good. Better editing for sure, and
choreography.
They also had like excellent use of stunt doubles.
Yeah,
like really smart use of stunt doubles there.
Hashtag save Daredevil.
It's dead.
I know it's dead, but
it's dead.
Forever, I will say that. Just like release the Snyder Cut.
That I love.
I will forever say that too.
The last couple of weeks, that's been also gaining steam.
Yeah, you see that?
Huge steam.
Was it like a Warner Brother Expo or something, and like a group of people showed up wearing shirts?
Yeah. Plus, like, well, now like there's other people that worked on the movie that are like, no, there's an actual Snyder.
Just today, Junkie XL.
Yeah.
Said I did the whole score for that film.
Yes, that's right.
So why is this shitty Danny Elfman score there?
Yeah, exactly. So then, like it's one thing if you got Jason Momoa saying it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, I don't know, Jason Momoa. You don't really. And not that I don't think he's the most credible person. I think he's just saying shit to stir the pot, so to speak.
Okay.
But it's not just him. It's like Snyder and Momoa. If they're just saying it, then I'm like, okay, like I don't know. Really.
Yeah, but then it was what the cinematographer
said
I
it.
cut and shot the whole film.
Yeah.
Like, and then now Junkie
Junkie
XL.
XL is like
that's a big one.
Yeah, so it's
him
like
going like, yeah, I did an amazing score, and it's just sitting in no man's land.
I still maintain if they released it in the theaters, I'd go. I'd go and see.
You better believe it, made bank.
You know, and then I'd walk out of it going, okay, now can I get Man of Steel 2?
Yeah.
Please, before Cavill gets so big that he doesn't even have to, like he doesn't even care to at this point because we're waiting so fucking long.
Yeah, release a Snyder Cut, release Man of Steel 2.
And then that's it.
And then you can go DC.
Then you could do your
any obscure movie about
many moons of DC or whatever the fuck you want to call it, with no tangible link to any of the movies.
Do all that weird shit that you want to do.
So
it's paying off, I guess.
So if we're talking numbers for Ghostbusters, the reboot did what? That bombed. That bombed horribly, actually.
No, it didn't.
No?
No.
I thought it bombed horribly.
People say it bombed, but it broke even.
Which, yeah.
So to Sony, that was a bomb.
In industry speak, you break even, it's a bomb. So, okay, so it broke even. So I feel like this will make money, but it won't.
Well, they're shooting this for dirt cheap, for one. Like, Jason Reitman is not like his dad. He's like an indie director.
Yeah, I know.
He does little films for no money at all.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like it makes money, but not a lot.
Yeah.
It might be like the Deadpool thing, where because the budget was so low.
Yeah, exactly.
That it turned a massive profit. I don't think it'll do the.
Well, that's the thing with Joker.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much to shoot, and it's going on $800 million now.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's going to be like that massive 40 times multiplier.
Yeah. That
Deadpool and Joker was, but I think it'll turn a profit because it was shot so cheap. And I feel like this is going to be like the nostalgia movie. This one. Yeah. So, I mean, as long as they can.
This movie's going to make me cry. 100%.
It probably will.
There'll be a tearjerker moment.
It's going to be like, if it can capture the spirit of the first two, it doesn't necessarily have to be scary comedy. I mean, even if it can capture the spirit of the second one, because I like the second one. I think it's great. It's not as good as the first.
I watched Jane Silent Bob Reboot.
Yep.
I cried. And while I was crying, I was like, holy fuck, I'm becoming a Kevin Smith. I'm crying at everything these days.
Okay, alright.
It warms my heart.
Okay, alright. So, what's the next one? Oh, Morbius.
I don't even know what to think about this. Before, I would have told you straight up this is a horrible bomb. But then, I mean, Venom shocked the fuck out of me with the money it made. If they make this like a...
did you hear the rumors that Leto was actively trying to prevent the Joker movie from being made?
Those are just rumors, though, are they not?
But that's what I'm saying.
Credible? Okay.
I when I heard that, I was like, what?
I think this is someone
really?
fucking...
Really?
People are shitting all over him. I'm like, you know what? His Joker's not as bad as you think it was.
It wasn't.
His design was stupid. His performance, I enjoyed it.
I actually liked it too. His appearance was the worst part for me.
Yeah.
When he was in the tux towards the end of the movie, and it was literally just the grill and the damage that you had to contend with, I was okay. I was like, all right, okay, because his performance was so good, and it was such a different take on Joker, which I liked.
Yep.
Okay. Because I liked how none of them are trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? None of them are trying to do the same thing. So, and Leto had the misfortune of following Heath Ledger, just like Heath Ledger had the misfortune of following Jack Nicholson, right? Fortunately for Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah.
they had to follow a
Jared
largely
Leto.
not, you know.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, okay, well,
Yeah.
but yeah, Leto's Joker wasn't bad. The direction wasn't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
The thoughts on his visual was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Like-
The only thing that I got a kick out of was the tattoo smile on his face.
I like that.
So when he did that, I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I like that.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
That could
You
be.
didn't have to have fucking sleeves. You could have had a couple, like, that was great.
You do that one and
Yeah.
leave that, that's fine.
Mhm.
I'm okay with that. Hell, you could even have like a frowny face.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know? But other than that, like I thought the look that he had, which was similar to Capullo's vision for Death of the Family, I think it was.
Yep.
No, Endgame. Yeah, that's right, it was Endgame. Because it was heavily inspired by that.
Mhm.
I thought that was a great idea. But yeah, his Joker was good. Just, I mean, it was kind of like it's like making what is it? Shit out of chicken salad, or chicken salad out of shit, or something like that. Like you're doing the best you can with what you got. I think I'll just leave it at. He did the best he could with what he had.
I'm not having chicken salad for a while.
I think part of that is just me bitter that I can't eat chicken anymore. I don't know.
I have to see a trailer.
I have to see a trailer, but the thing about this one, though, is Venom is a massively, hugely popular character.
Yes.
Okay? And has been since he was created.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Morbius is not on that same level.
No.
Okay? Now, having said that, from the sounds of it, we're getting more of the early 90s Night Stalkers Morbius.
Which is my favorite version of Morbius.
I agree.
Like that to me, the cover to that first issue where
He's on the roof. He's all decked out in that crazy
that's
leather.
an iconic cover.
And he's like,
yeah, that's an awesome cover.
yes, that.
Yeah.
So doing that aspect, in fact, while we're talking about the Night Stalkers, that was a really cool line in early Marvel, like early 90s Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
because you had that, you had the actual Night Stalkers,
Yep.
you know, which was
Hannibal King
Hannibal King, Whistler,
and
and Blade.
was Blade actually part of? No, he was on his own. He was part of the Night Stalker.
But he didn't have his own book either.
Was
No,
he-
who was it?
Was he on? No, it was Hannibal King.
Hannibal King, Whistler, and shit, I can't remember.
Shit, man. Okay, I know. Well,
Yeah.
think of that shit.
And
Okay,
they all, and
but
they,
then the Ghost Rider was
Ghost
hot.
Rider,
The Midnight Suns.
the Midnight Suns, the Spirits of Vengeance.
Yep.
Because then you had Vengeance,
Right, Vengeance.
super 90s version of Ghost Rider.
Yep.
Yeah, that's, oh man. And Texiera was doing a lot of the art in there too. His art was perfect for that line. Andy Kubert was also doing a lot on that run too.
No, you're right. It was Blade.
It was Blade, okay.
Blade, Frank Drake,
Oh,
not Whistler, and Private Detective Hannibal King. And they were all gathered together by Doctor Strange.
okay. Oh yeah, that's right, because of course Strange was there too, and they were all like, their common enemy was Lilith.
Frank Drake is a fictional. Who is Frank Drake?
I have no idea.
I wonder if he's related to. Oh no, it's Frank Castle.
Yeah, it was just, wait, what?
What? Oh, he's been around since Tomb of Dracula #1.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a great line though. Very gothic and dark looking. Like as a kid,
And
like you know what?
dark, too.
I kind of feel like that was Marvel's answer to Image coming out. To Spawn and Pitt and all these darker looking
No,
anti-heroes.
I don't feel the same way.
Because it was around the same time.
No, I know it was around the same time, but I don't feel like I'm disagreeing.
That's
But
fine.
I'm not saying you're wrong by any means. I mean you are, but no, I'll jokes aside. But yeah, it's funny because like I remember reading like a bunch of those books because the guy Ryan actually not Poor Lucy.
No, the other one.
Yeah.
Yep.
he was into those comics too. So of course I read them because of that. But yeah, like that whole thing, like because you had the Danny Ketch version of Ghost Rider.
Yep.
And he looked fucking awesome.
Well, you had Andy Kubert on art.
That's what I mean.
And then his dad was doing inks, Joe Kubert.
Exactly. So you had that.
That was hot.
The motorcycle looked fucking crazy cool.
Lilith.
He looked awesome. The fact that like the chain could do all these things, like the penance stare. The fact that he had gloves and he didn't have his flaming bone hands like they had in the fucking movies.
Gloves with fucking spiked knuckles.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting like I want to go back and reread those now.
The spikes on his on his sleeves and stuff. Like it was an updated version of the Johnny Blaze costume, but looked so much better. Like that's when I think Ghost Rider. I think that. I don't think the Johnny Blaze version. But even Johnny Blaze, where he had like the robot arm and he had like half a
Yep.
and his gun, his shotgun shot Hellfire.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was some really cool shit in there. And yeah, Morbius. Oh, fuck man, that Morbius one. And that was some dark shit because he was gutting people.
Oh yeah.
Like they used black to show blood in that comic book, and I remember just being like, "Whoa!" But yeah, so the fact that they're miming that, see how we very slowly brought it back? We're pros at this, man.
We're getting good.
We're getting good at the ramble, back on track.
50 plus episodes later.
Yeah. So the fact that they're from the sounds of it, they're mining that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Is smart. That's a smart way to do it. I want to see a better visual than him in a hoodie. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't necessarily feel like he goes into the whole leather suit type of thing.
I don't think we're going to get that. I think we're going to get a hoodie. A hoodie and fangs.
I don't know. I feel like he's got to get something that's close to that, like an updated version of that.
He's growing the hair out, though. Like, his hair is long again for Morbius.
Yeah.
And that's great. Right off the bat, Morbius has to have the long hair.
Leto does have that otherness look to it.
You make him pale and you throw some fangs. I think he's going to actually look pretty cool.
Visually, he's going to look really cool.
Yeah.
I get the sense that he's excited to do the movie, too.
Yeah, same here.
So that's a plus, too. Because the guy's a fucking great actor. Like, he's a really, really good actor.
Yeah.
So much so that, like, I'm almost tempted to watch movies that I know are going to be shitty just because I want to see him in it.
Yeah.
Like that Netflix...
Yeah, what was that weird one
He's like the only white guy.
It's been on my list forever.
I think
it looks like a Hong Kong movie with Jared Leto.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I gotta watch it just because. I have to watch it just because. But that's an example of one where I'm like, you know what? Like, even if the rest of that movie is a pile of fucking garbage, he'll be standing around and going, guys, I'm still great. 30 Seconds to Mars, bitches. Mm-hmm. Right? So...
It's hard. It's hard to pick a box office number without seeing a trailer for it.
Yeah. Like, I mean, at this point, I'm not going to say it'll bomb. But, unless the trailers look phenomenal, especially if they somehow hint at a finished costume of sorts for him by the end boss, I think it'll do alright. I think it'll do enough to justify a sequel.
Do you think they'll somehow in the trailer, like, tell you that this is connected to the same universe as Venom?
If they're smart, they will.
Like him looking at a TV about destruction in San Francisco or something?
If they're smart, they will.
Yeah.
Okay? Because, like Morbius isn't... He isn't a Spider... he was actually Spider-Man.
He was a Spider-Man character.
He was, yeah, that's right. He was
Dr. Michael Morbius.
But he was created in Amazing Spider-Man.
He was even on the animated series in the 90s.
So, if they're smart, they will. They'll make the link. And it won't be like, from the studio that brought you Venom.
Yeah.
It'll be literally like, I think something like you have, or even just a shot like you're looking at a newspaper. Well, maybe not a newspaper, because nobody reads newspapers. Like looking at his phone or something like that. If they're smart, they'll make that link in at least the first or second trailer. If they don't do it in the first, they have to do it in the second. because it'll give people an easier time to get around that.
Or maybe you know what? Maybe they'll have watching TV with Eddie Brock's show playing.
Yeah, even something like that. Something like that.
Just
something to that effect. Just something to that effect, so that way, like, most people... He's like, Morbius was one of those ones where Michelle was like, who the fuck is Morbius?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well...
He's the living vampire.
He's the living vampire, followed immediately by, what the fuck does that mean? Well, he actually had a rare blood disease, and he decided to take vampire bats' DNA and splice it with his own DNA, and then he created a cure for his disease. However, what it did was it made him into basically a vampire.
Yeah. He's
so
living,
he has to suck blood.
but he needs plasma.
You know, and he looks pale, and he has to... Yeah, he needs plasma, so he has to suck blood. Okay, and he does it through his teeth. Although in the cartoon he did it through his hands.
Yeah, the weird hand thing.
But I was like, I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
And she's like, and he's a superhero? He's more of a vigilante, okay? He attacks bad guys, and he kills bad guys. I think, what was the first one in the comic book? The guy was beating his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking burst through the window.
Yeah.
And held him, like, right out of the guy, like, right off the balcony. Like, the old, fire escape. He was just holding him like that, and then I think he got him or something. Oh, the kids got shot him or something.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I gotta reread that.
I know.
I gotta find that run.
I want to reread
and
it now.
reread it, because fuck. And they were smart with the costume, or not necessarily the costume, because it was all black, but he still had his, like, black with a bit of, like, red underneath, like, almost like his cape type of thing.
Yep.
Which was literally what he used to wear when he actually had, like, an actual costume. And I remember just being like, that is fucking cool. Like, oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That fucking run was
look good.
Great. And yeah, that cover. Holy shit.
That cover, that's iconic to me.
They could recreate that cover for, like, a poster or something. Oof.
Oh, yeah. Just Leto just...
Yeah. Like, I gotta pull this up just because.
Yeah, and then I'll put it here so you can look at the cover. What we're talking about. Oh, that's sick. That was the 6th Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah. Morbius. Number 1.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look
That's
at that.
what I'm talking about, like the purple.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so cool.
That's an awesome cover.
Yeah.
And to launch number 1 as a part 3 of 6.
Yeah. Who did the art on that? Like, I'm intrigued by this.
Oh, yeah, and they were all in those poly bags with, like, the Ghost Rider image.
Yeah.
So cool.
Ron Wagner was the cover artist. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, he's an underrated writer or artist. That guy, Ron Wagner.
What else has he done?
Well, he did a run with Captain America.
Familiar.
He did Captain America run.
Okay.
With Mark Waid.
Wasn't that Garney?
No, that was Ron Garney. That was Ron Garney. Never mind. I got those two mixed up.
Okay.
I'm intrigued now.
Because Garney is awesome. Garney did the Back in Black for Amazing Spider-Man with JMS.
Yeah, he did. Oh, wait. Wagner. I typed in Garney.
Poor Ron Wagner.
Yeah. What else did you do, sir?
Ron Wagner is kind of like a...
Oh, he did...
It's a cool name. Sounds like a porn name.
G.I. Joe.
Okay.
The Punisher.
G.I. Joe actually has some pretty good artwork.
Nipman. The Ultimate Ninja. And he did a bunch of stuff on Batman Legends of the Dark Knight.
Okay.
He's also primarily an animation storyboard artist, game designer, and portrait artist.
Oh, well, good for him.
Good for him, indeed.
Good for you, Mr. Wagner.
That's correct, Amundo.
That is correct.
Anyway, so
yeah, Morbius. I don't know. I don't know
what to say. I feel like it'll be like a 500 to 600, unless
I'm going 4 to 5.
Unless the trailers make it look really good.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to see him in the hoodie the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it because you got to build up to the costume type of thing, but I feel like you'd have to have something, and that one works because like.
What if the inside of the hoodie is red or purple? And he's all like, ooh. Yeah?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yep, August 21st.
Yep. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be absolutely great.
How good is it going to do? Did they wait too long? Is Keanu enough to make this make money?
It will make money.
Yeah?
It will definitely make money. And as far as the Keanu thing, yes, 100%. The guy's on fire right now.
He's on fire. Absolutely.
The guy is on fire so much so that Warner Brothers, right?
Warner.
Had said, okay, Wachowskis,
We're doing
we're
it.
gonna give you.
We're doing the
We're
Matrix.
gonna do the thing that we said we weren't gonna do anymore.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a fuck ton of money to make the Matrix 4.
Yes.
Okay? This is it.
Yeah.
This is your last fucking chance.
It was crazy.
It's not because you guys have been great, because you guys have been sucking hard lately.
Yeah.
Nothing personal, but the movies have been tanking big time. Like this.
That announcement was so nuts because it wasn't just Matrix 4 announced. It wasn't Matrix 4 announced, Lena Wachowski returning.
Yeah.
It was Matrix 4 announced, Lena's returning, Keanu's returning, Carrie Ann's returning. It was just like boom, 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 boom. I was like, wow.
Exactly.
Just to announce it, Keanu's there. He's back.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh yeah. And then I'm going, Speed 3 next.
Can you hold out your hand for a second, please?
Speed 3 next.
Hold out your hand. Hold out your hand. Just like that. No, Kenneth.
What?
No Speed 3.
Yes, Speed 3.
No Speed 3.
Oh. Why not? Why not? Why not?
Where's it going to be?
Who cares, man?
No. Where's it going to be?
A plane, a train,
Nope.
an automobile.
Nope. Can't be any of those things.
A submarine, a spaceship.
Yeah, on a submarine. Just like a fucking boat.
A fucking horse. I don't give a shit.
Submarine can't go deeper than these fathoms or it'll explode.
Wow, you should have stopped talking way.
No, because then you have to go, well, first of all, what the hell are you doing on this submarine anyway? Get off the submarine.
I tell you, it doesn't even matter.
You say that, but cruise
In
control was
Uber.
fucking terrible.
In Uber.
Cruise control was fucking terrible.
Cruise control didn't have the Keanu.
It also had a stupid fucking plot.
You're right. But the first movie's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is.
If you could pull that off again by having Keanu return. I mean, he's doing this little tour right now where he's revisiting everything from the 90s that he kind of was done with.
This one surprised me, though, that he was like, yeah, I'll do Bill and Ted again.
Yeah.
Like, after he spent so long.
The announcement video of him and Alex is at that stadium. They're going, yeah, we're Bill Ted. Yeah, we're doing it.
But, like, for him, because he spent so long trying to get away from that. Mm-hmm. Like, he was actually, like he was embarrassed by it. You know what I mean?
Was he?
Well,
he didn't seem embarrassed. He wasn't touching con. I think he was trying to be seen as a serious actor.
Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that he was, like embarrassed by it. But he was definitely trying to distance himself.
Yeah.
So then, like, he fucking was in Bram Stoker's Dracula with that god awful British accent, like god awful British accent. But to be fair, Winona Ryder's wasn't much better.
Nope. And they got married apparently.
What?
I love that story.
That movie was really good, though.
It's a good movie.
Actually, I think maybe next Halloween what we do is we'll do Bram Stoker's Dracula. Mm-hmm. We'll do Wolf with Jack Nicholson. Because that was really good.
I love me some Wolf.
Yeah.
I'll have to lend you this. Look at this special Wolf edition I bought.
Oh, God!
Yes!
That is so good!
How sick is that?
That is sick!
Yeah!
That is fucking sick! This is one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time.
Oh, God.
It is so good.
And you know what? I always say if X-Men was shot like earlier, like early 90s, Sabretooth.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Jack Nicholson doing Sabretooth with that?
Man, fuck, even James Spader was in this movie and it was great.
Spader was great in that too. God, I love that movie.
How could you drink so early in the morning? How the hell did he smell that? You know? Or he's talking to Michelle Pfeiffer on the phone.
Yeah.
And she's drying her hair. He's like, hey, could you stop drying your fucking hair? That's driving me nuts. Or something to that effect. And she's just like, you heard that through the phone? Man. I've, thought of doing, werewolf movies. And the best thing that I can come up with is an updated version of that one. And it's literally, almost beat for beat the same. The difference is, it would be, me in college. That's the only difference. It's virtually the same. Oh my god. Oh, and the other thing was I treated the werewolf aspect as more of a separate entity.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which they kind of do with this, but fuck, that movie is so good. So I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Nice idea to do that. We could do the original Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Could do that.
Even though it's not a scary movie, but it's kind of
well, that'd be the Mummy, and then what? Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Yes.
With Robert De Niro.
Yes. That's it. We got all the icons.
There you go.
Because
the 90 reboots of all 4 of them.
And then we could also do what the fuck was that one? The kids one.
Monster Squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Monster Squad.
Yes. Let's do those 5 movies next year for Halloween.
Okay, I'm down with it.
Or unless we have a lean couple of months.
I don't think I have. No, I don't have Mary Shelley's. Or
don't
Monster
have
Squad.
Monster Squad.
But I have Mummy and Dracula and Wolf, so I'm good. I'm
Okay.
3 out of 5 good.
Right all right. So getting back to Bill and Ted Face the Music, I think it makes money.
Yeah.
I think it makes money. I think it's.
I think it will make money. I think they shot this for really cheap.
Of course they did. What are they going to do? Blow most of the budget on what's his face? Alex?
Yeah.
No?
That's right. Yeah.
Esquire.
Big star.
Yeah.
Big star.
I think he only did 1 or 2 other things after that.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So super cool to see him come back.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Really? But okay.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I'm in.
It's a shame we can't get George Carlin, though.
It is a shame, but for obvious reasons.
Yeah. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
But,
that's what happens when you wait 20 years for a sequel.
Yeah, people die and stuff.
Yeah. Bullshit.
That fucking prick, Carlin. He couldn't stay long. Alive for 20 more years?
What the hell, man?
Fuck, man.
How old was he? He must have been
I think he was in his
close to
80s.
set. No, that old?
Because, he was in his 30s when he was starting to get big.
Yeah, well...
No, he was, in his almost 40s.
Actually,
Because he started off, as a clean-cut stand-up guy.
yeah.
And then when it got to the 60s, that's when he started doing George Carlin like we know.
Yeah.
So he was already an old guy to begin with.
Yeah, no, you're right. He was probably late 40s in Bill and Ted. 20 years ago, right? Late 40s?
I actually think, no, Bill and Ted, I think he was closer to
50s?
60s.
Yeah.
Because if you're in your...
He looked good if that's the case.
Well, I mean...
He didn't look that old in those.
He was... He was 71 when he... Oh, that's right, because it was 2008. He was 71 when he died.
71, okay. So that would place him late 40s, early 50s then.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 71's a good age. So yeah, no, I think that'll make money. I'm looking forward to it. Monster Hunter on September 4th, which is Mila Jovovich and Paul W.S. Anderson doing another video game adaptation.
I think those 2 things right there are one of the big reasons why it's not going to do as well. Because, not to suggest that the Resident Evil movies didn't make money.
Yeah, well, hey.
Because they
They made enough to do 6 of them?
Yeah.
6.
They made money.
Yeah.
Every single one of them made money.
Yep.
Okay? Every single one of them. Okay? They were smart enough to do their own thing while having those nods to the games. Because, like, you watch the first one, and if you think it's going to be like the first game, and it isn't, then you're like, well...
You'd be disappointed.
But then you're like, but what are they supposed to do it? So that you spent the whole movie going like, that guy's going to die, that guy's going to die. Oh, look at that, they got a club key. Oh, this is crazy cool. You know?
Quick, find a typewriter!
Yeah, exactly. Ah, fuck. I don't have a goddamn ink ribbon. What the fuck?
Son of a bitch.
Right? And especially because then you don't have like the last boss be like you literally running around until somebody throws a rocket launcher at you. Then you get to kill that guy.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is though, and I love Mila Jovovich. I really do. I think she's an underrated actress.
No, she's great.
She's.
I like how she clearly likes to just have fun.
Yeah.
Like, she's doing movies that don't look that great, but she always looks like she's having fun in them.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think, like, the Resident Evil movies didn't look bad by any means. The one where they were in the desert looked awesome.
Extinction is awesome.
And that was
Extinction is awesome. Apocalypse is pretty good. The first one I really like.
Ultraviolet was also fucking great.
Number 5 is garbage.
Well.
But number 6 was...
Ultraviolet was an awesome movie. I remember that one.
Ultraviolet was pretty cool. Three Musketeers movie she did with her husband. Not good.
No.
Not good.
I didn't even want to watch that one, actually.
No.
I didn't bother.
Nope. Flying Ship in the Sky? Nope.
But, but at the same time, though...
I liked her in Hellboy.
I loved her in Hellboy.
Thought she was great in it.
She was absolutely great in Hellboy. I think the problem with this, though, is that... Because Monster Hunter...
It's not a big franchise like Resident Evil.
It's not a big franchise like Resident Evil, although the most recent game is apparently absolutely amazing.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it looked incredible.
I played the demo. It's horrifying. It's horrifying.
Why do you say that?
Because it's first person.
Whoa!
Number 7's first person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow!
And it's creepy as fuck.
That is even more intriguing.
Download the demo and shit yourself sometime.
Okay. Alright. The thing is, though, is that, like, I don't see a reason for them to change too much of the movie for the game.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're hunting monsters. So you don't have to...
Right there in the title.
You don't have to do anything crazy.
Doesn't matter what the character is.
The plot doesn't even have to be anything other than...
Hunting monsters.
I'm hunting monsters.
Yeah.
I'm worried that they're going to put too much into the script so that it'll be like, I'm a monster hunter like my father before me, and I'm hunting monsters to find the monster that killed my father. You know?
That's probably the script right there.
It probably is.
Nailed it.
Yeah, and then like by the end of the movie, he gains closure because he killed the monster that killed his father.
Yeah.
But the joke's on you because his father actually wasn't killed. He was just in a deep sleep. So by killing this monster, you saved your dad.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I think it might make...
It has potential.
It'll probably make what the Resident Evil movies made.
It has potential to be... It actually has potential to do better. I feel like if they just keep it simple.
Yeah.
They literally just go, well, you played the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do in the games? Do you just hunt monsters? Yeah. Is that literally the plot? Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Monster Hunter.
So then, the movie, you're just gonna hunt monsters?
Monsters.
Yeah! Okay, I see where you guys are going with this. The other part, too, is I don't know if she should be the lead in this, though.
But she will be.
But she shouldn't be.
But she will be.
I know.
She already is.
I know.
It's shooting.
I know. She shouldn't be. This is the one time where I think she should have just been like, you know what, Paul? Maybe I'm a mentor character.
I would like that. I would
Maybe
actually
I'm the
like that.
trainer
I would like that, actually.
of this newest monster hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're still keeping the thing about how his dad was killed, right? Like,
Yeah.
keeping that thing? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Just make me a mentor.
Absolutely.
I mean, granted, she's aged phenomenally well. Like,
she barely ages.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm starting to think, like,
she's got that whole Keanu Reeves.
I almost feel like her and Keanu don't age at all.
Yeah.
But when they go out in public, they, like, wear makeup to make them look older.
Can you put some bags under my eyes?
So that, like, you go, oh, yeah, no, Keanu Reeves
totally aging.
He's, like, in his 50s? Yeah, of course he is. Instead of just being like, I think he's a vampire. Because he doesn't age at all. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. That one, I don't know about that.
Now we're getting into the movies that aren't actually shooting yet. So October 2nd, we have Untitled Sony Marvel sequel. I don't know what this is. It's probably Spider-Verse spinoff.
Yeah, I would say so.
And if so, it's a weird time of the year to release it.
It's actually, if they're going to do a Spider-Verse spinoff without doing a Spider-Verse sequel first,
yeah,
that's a misstep in my opinion.
Actually, that might be Venom 2.
Could be Venom 2, but that's a weird placement for Venom. Wait, when did Venom come out?
October.
It was October?
It was Halloween, yeah.
So then, okay. And that's not...
And then that would be 2 years.
Yeah, that's not out of left field.
Okay.
That actually would be a better move to do Venom 2 there.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you do a Spider-Verse spin-off without doing a sequel, it's going to do even worse than Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Because, like, Spider-Verse, we both knew was not going to be, like, a blockbuster smash because of the very, very comic book nature of the movie.
But then it ended up becoming a blockbuster smash.
Right.
With crazy word of mouth.
That's right.
Like, that movie had legs.
Yeah. It got lucky, though.
It got lucky. It got lucky.
Actually, I shouldn't say that. It got...
Because I think when we talked about it on our Camcast, we were saying that it deserved more, it deserved better.
Yes.
But then it just kept going. Like, it was in the top 3 every weekend.
That's right, yeah, because of the word of mouth. So it's not that it got lucky. It was... They were fortunate that it was such a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, a phenomenally good movie.
Mm-hmm.
That now, like, it's almost like, I think now I might say, well, I know, like, to my wife, I'm like, I know you don't really like animated movies. This is a bit more comic book than normal, but it is a really good movie, so if you want to try it, we can try it. If you don't like it, we can shut it off at any time. But I feel like once she gets into it, she'll be like, this is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's tough to say. To say. But I maintain that to do a spin-off before the sequel is a huge misstep because you'd have to refresh everybody.
Yeah.
You know? So that they go, oh yeah, that's right. And then do the spin-off like almost immediately. Mm-hmm. Then you could be like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think it is Venom.
I think it's Venom 2. For one thing, Spider-Verse took how long to make? Long time.
Well,
and it only came out in December. So this would be too soon for a Spider-Verse sequel or spin-off.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so a new G.I. Joe movie. Ever Vigilant.
I did not even hear about this.
October 16th.
You know what? Like,
it's apparently a reboot.
Didn't they do that with G.I. Joe 2?
Well, that was a soft reboot.
I know. It was a soft reboot.
Killed Channing, and then went on with The Rock.
And then did absolutely fuck
and
off.
And Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was the original Joe.
Yeah, he was Joe.
I fucking hated that. I was so mad at that. I'm still bitter about it.
Who are you? I'm Joe.
I was like, fuck off.
Oh my god, you're Joe.
I was like, fuck right off. I was so mad. Like, okay.
I don't even give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about this either. It's gonna bomb. It's gonna bomb. If it makes money, I'll be fucking amazed.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, so I watched the first G.I. Joe, and I mean, it was okay. It was all right.
Yeah, Rise of Cobra wasn't too bad. It had some cool stuff. Destro was cool.
Destro was cool. That was the coolest part. Like, in fact, the whole subplot with him and then becoming Destro at the end was awesome. Especially because
I do like Rise of Cobra.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was perfect for that.
Yeah.
Or no, he was the Cobra Commander.
He was Cobra
Commander. That's right. No, his plotline with Cobra Commander was great.
Yeah.
But Destro was awesome.
Destro was that Christopher
Eccleston.
Eccleston.
Yeah. The villains were great.
Yeah.
The villains great. The villain subplots were great. Unfortunately, it was the G.I. Joe stuff, except for Snake Eyes.
Oh.
Snake Eyes was pitch perfect.
Ray Park was awesome.
But
so awesome.
I mean, I know what they were trying to do with like Channing Tatum and Marlon Wayans. I know what they were trying to do. It just didn't work.
No.
At all. None of it worked.
Negative.
But the other stuff in and around that was really good. So they had. I wasn't surprised that they did a sequel. I was surprised that they killed him off, Channing Tatum off so quickly.
That was weird.
I mean, I understand that they were the entry point for the normal people.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, this is handhold me into this new world, right? I get that part, but to switch gears to bring The Rock in, genius for one.
As Roadblock.
Yeah.
That
genius.
Makes sense.
And then Scarlett got a higher ranking in this one.
Yep.
And she was coming off of Conan, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Or she might have. I don't know.
I don't know.
She hasn't really done much since.
I don't know. What the fuck was the second one even called? Retaliation?
I think so. I think you're right.
Retaliation.
You're right. Yeah. And they again, the stuff with Snake Eyes, it was a better movie, but the villains weren't as good.
No.
None of them were prized.
Horribly forgettable.
So it was just kind of it was disappointing that neither of them showed up for the second one. So this will bomb spectacularly.
Yeah.
It'll be in theaters.
I don't even know who's starring
3 weeks tops. If it makes it 3 weeks, I'll be fucking amazed.
Yeah.
Eternals.
Here we go. Here's the kickoff to the I don't give a fuck about Phase 4 of the MCU.
I've said this on countless camcasts since Eternals has been.
This seems like their throwaway year. It's like, what should we do after Endgame? I don't have a clue. Let's do Black Widow and the Eternals.
Yeah, it's in the.
Oh yeah.
And they're not even really calling this a phase, or it is a phase, but they're really not too concerned because Phase 5 is where
they call it Phase 4, but Phase 4 is half of it is Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
To me, that is weird. The fact that the actual shows are part of the phase, I don't like that.
Yeah, especially because they made such a big stink about the Netflix stuff, where they went, no, they're part of it, and then they went,
no,
yeah, they're kind of not.
They're not.
And then they went Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was totally not part of it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it is. It's totally part of it because of Coulson. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because they brought Coulson back.
Coulson's there. Yeah.
And
also, Samuel Jackson appeared. But
at the end of that first season, they were it's part of it, and stuff happens, and I think the second season was also kind of linked, and then after that...
And then they went their own kind of thing.
Butchered Ghost Rider, even though he looked cool.
He looked pretty cool.
He looked fucking cool, but they butchered him.
Yeah.
Well, he was Robbie Reyes, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Robbie Reyes.
Robbie Reyes.
With the fucking car.
Ghost Driver. You can't ride a car. You drive a car.
You know what? The Robbie Reyes character, I liked the concept behind it. I still think he should have been riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest misstep. Other than that,
yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he looked cool. But so yeah, Eternals.
So Eternals.
I don't think this is going to be that big of a hit.
Okay, so Angelina Jolie is in it.
Yeah.
Kit Harington is in it.
Yeah.
As Black Knight.
Black Knight. And then that's about it.
The concept of the Eternals, I feel like this is the same thing with the...
This is a very
this is like their Inhumans thing.
Yeah, but they're really pushing the PC thing on this one.
I know.
Have you seen it?
No, actually.
They've changed the race of 80% of the characters. They've changed the sexuality of them. They've changed the actual gender of some of them. Yeah, and I feel like it's just one of those things to make people talk and go, oh, yeah, Marvel knows what's up.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like, you know, I've said before, and I'll say it again. Like, I'm all for inclusion, but
Yeah, but why change gender though?
But why does it have to be so forced?
And that's my problem with it. It feels forced.
That's
like
I'm not the gender stuff. Like
Kevin Feige, tell us about
I'll give you an example.
Well, this guy's gay. That's your kickoff.
I'll give you an example of a gender swapping where I'm like, okay, all right. So they released a teaser trailer for The Boys season 2.
Okay. I haven't watched it because I know I'm just going to watch the show immediately.
That's the problem, because I watched it and I was already like, I gotta wait how long for season 2? Because I just tore through season 1. Like, I fucking tore through it, literally, because I was excavating my bowels while watching most of it in preparation for a colonoscopy. You're welcome. Anyway, and they actually, like, they talk about Stormfront and how that character is being brought out in the second season.
Mm-hmm.
And Stormfront is literally, like in the comic books, made from Homefront or Homelander, right? Like, same idea that Homelander was done by him, but he's like the heavy, like he's the one that will like can fucking rip Homelander in half type of thing. They gender swapped, so it's a woman. Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I'm okay with it. I have no issues with it. But if you gender swap Nightwing, I'm gonna be like, what? Mm-hmm. Why would you even think to do that? You know, like I know for a while there, I think it was the actor that's playing Beast Boy in Titans.
Okay.
Was originally one of the guys that the internet was saying like he should be Dick Grayson. And he's Asian, right? And I didn't bat an eye. I was like, oh, okay. Alright. I wasn't like, Dick Grayson can't be Asian! You know, which is surprising, because I'm, like, iconic characters, I'm a little bit less lenient with that kind of shit. Like, I mean, like, the call for James Bond to be black, I'm like, how many black people are actually saying they want to see James Bond being black?
Yeah.
There's an interview, like, Idris Elba was like, James Bond is not black. Okay, that's why I'm not going to be James Bond.
Yeah.
Because he's not black. Just like, they were careful to word it as 007 is a woman in the newest James Bond movie. Because, of course, James Bond quit.
Retired, so the number was...
It was up for grabs. It was up for grabs, but they were very careful with that one. But even that one, people were like, I'm like, it's a fucking code number, so, you know, that's fine. But if all of a sudden they were like, well, no, actually, we're remaking a movie, and it's going to be called Casino Royale, and it's going to star Jane Bond, I'd be like, nope, fuck that shit. Because again, how many women are watching James Bond's movies going, well, why can't he be Jane Bond? You know? Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or Jameson Bond, I guess it would be a gender-neutral name. I don't think it's people of color asking for this stuff. I think they're saying we want more representation. I feel like they're saying, yeah, we would love a character on the same level as James Bond. Or Superman or Batman or anything like that. I don't think that they're saying, no, Batman has to be black. You know? Yeah. I don't feel that. Now, I could be wrong. I am a white guy with white privilege and male privilege and all that other shit that I hear about that I'm like, I would love to see some of this. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, I can walk into a building and nobody will go, that guy's going to steal. There's that aspect, right? But, I don't know. So, Eternals, so they're like, tell us about the characters. And Feige's like, one of them's gay.
Yeah. Pretty much. The first article thing I read about was gender swap, race swap. One of these is going to be homosexual. Like, I hardly read anything. I don't even know what the movie's about. I know nothing about the story.
I don't know anything about the movie. I all I know is that Angelina Jolie is in it. Kit Harington is in
And
it.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about the Eternals, so you can make them all whatever sex and race you want. I really don't care. But it's just the fact that it's just like, oh, come on, man. What is the fucking movie about?
Like, I know that, like, a lot of older directors are really like, fuck superhero movies and fuck Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like, I know that they're really, like, pulling up their pants on this and saying, like they're nothing movies. Like, you know what I mean?
There's this video store in Australia called JB Hi-Fi. Did you see that? Did you see that wall of Scorsese recommends and it's all the MCU?
Yeah. and like, and I maintain, like, we talk about this stuff, so we know that there's a cookie cutter aspect to Marvel movies.
Oh yeah.
We've established that for quite some time. But you look at the standouts, like even Spielberg said Guardians was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I absolutely loved it. And for good reason. It was absolutely great.
Yeah.
Because they were doing something different. It was like Winter Soldier, same thing. They were doing something different. It's like Endgame. Mm-hmm. Endgame is doing something entirely different.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, right? These are really good movies. Not all of them are that good. Some of them aren't as good. Some of them are better than, you know.
For them to say it's not cinema is just hilarious.
It's sour grapes.
It's a movie playing in theaters.
It's sour grapes because, like
I get their idea that, oh, well, with Avengers taking up fucking dozen screens, my movie can't go in that theater now. I can understand why they'd be a little fucking sore about that kind of stuff.
I get that part, but then you flip it, right?
Yeah.
And so you have a Scorsese-inspired Joker movie that's killing it.
Mm-hmm. Which he produced. His name is in the credits.
So it's like, I don't know, man. But this one here, getting back to this,
Eternals.
The trailers. This is one of the rare Marvel movies where the trailer is going to have to really sell me on this. Okay, because I'm still fairly critical of Captain Marvel, right?
Yep.
It's not like the stuff that's good is not, in my opinion, was not good enough to warrant a $1 billion movie. I maintain, especially because they're really dragging their feet on getting a sequel out. Mm-hmm. Now I firmly believe there's no way the sequel does $1 billion at all.
Yeah.
But this one, I have a hard time believing that it's going to hit 700 mil.
Maybe.
If it
I don't know.
Makes money, I'll be amazed. Yeah. But like I said, like, sure, the trailers will have to just sell it. Like, I will have to watch that trailer and go, ladies and gentlemen of the Geek Pants Nation, I was wrong. This looks amazing. Because it's happened. Like, like, I used Guardians. I will say Guardians is my, like, always, because when Guardians was announced, I was like, there's no way. There's no way this will be the first Marvel misstep. And you were like, no, because you're a James Gunn guy and all that. And then I saw the trailer. The first trailer, I was like, okay, alright, like, it's not exactly what I was expecting. So there's something here. But I still wasn't like, second trailer, I was like, yep, okay. So after that, it's like, so like Doctor Strange, I was like, yeah, but Guardians. You know what I mean?
This one's interesting because all new Marvel movies have had an established Marvel character appear to help that movie out.
Yeah.
This isn't going to have that.
No.
Like, there's no Thor.
For Christ's sakes, they got, like, Tony Stark in Black Widow.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid.
Horribly stupid.
I think it's stupid.
Hawkeye should be the only one in there.
Even if it's cool. Even if it's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, she doesn't need Tony Stark.
No.
I agree with that.
And I think that's going to greatly take away from his death, too, in Endgame.
Yep.
Like, I feel like right now, I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but I feel right now if I see him show up in the MCU, it's going to take away from Logan.
100%. 100%. 100% I agree. And for the same thing with Tony Stark, I feel exactly the same way. Especially because like I did a fat eye roll when I read that. I was like, oh, of course.
Me too.
Why would he be in it?
Of course he's in it.
And also,
heaven forbid she carry her movie on her own.
Why would he be in it? Like, really, why?
Yeah.
What purpose? Because did they allude to any sort of previous relationship at all?
Before Iron Man 2? No. Nothing.
At all. So what the fuck?
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, this should have no one else in it besides Jeremy Renner or Samuel Jackson. That's it.
If anything, you do a Bucky link.
Or that.
Or a Captain America link.
I would accept Sebastian Stan being in this.
Even Captain America.
Well, Cap would be frozen still, right?
But you could have, they could talk about it, though.
They could.
But the Bucky link, I think, would be great. Because even then, you could sort of...
That would make sense.
You could start talking about, because she mentions him in Winter Soldier, and she's like, fucking, this is I got this from him, you know?
Yeah.
So then you can actually start to build up, and maybe hint at more of a previous relationship between them like they did in the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Maybe not.
I'd be cool with that.
But that, I think, would be a smarter link.
Yeah.
You know? Especially because we're talking a prequel, so this is her just getting into the Red Room, or just getting out of that Red Room, like the whole ballerina KGB training thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Renner being there works, but definitely in like a second or third movie for sure, right? But yeah, Bucky being there, Winter Soldier style, fucking rights, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even have to be anything major. It could even just be she's walking by, him being brainwashed. That's it.
Yeah. Something simple.
Or maybe have him stab her. Whatever. That, I think, makes more sense than Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So getting back to Eternals, fuck it. I don't care.
Fuck it.
So let's get to Uncharted.
I still don't believe this is going to happen, but it has a release date of December 18th.
I don't think it's going to happen either.
Directors keep dropping out of it like flies. Tom Holland's still attached, and the only plus is that the more this gets pushed back, the more Tom Holland would actually be the age of Nathan Drake.
I was just going to say, he's actually Nathan Drake?
Yeah, he's Nathan Drake. And when he was cast, he was like young.
No.
But now, Tom Holland is Nathan Drake.
No. I love Tom Holland. I really do, but
No.
Especially because one of my favorite things about Uncharted was that you were already playing a guy who was a bit of an older dude anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wasn't, and he was human.
Yeah.
You know, so you get aches and pains and stuff like that, in the CG or the trailer, or not the CG, but the story shit.
Yeah.
You know, but you were just like, okay, you can kind of get behind him because, of course, we were older when we were playing the games anyway, right? I don't know.
My favorite part about the games, hands down, is his relationship with Elena.
Yeah, I agree.
I love him and Sully too, but his relationship with Elena. So if you're going to have him really young in this, you're not going to have Elena in this, and therefore my favorite part of Uncharted is now not in the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, no. You could, if you do flashbacks, you could have Tom Holland in the flashbacks as a younger.
Well, yeah, but no.
But no.
So
if that's the case, I don't want to see it make.
Yeah, I don't.
In fact,
I mean, okay, it's better than the original version that they had going with Mark Wahlberg and Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro. Yeah,
that is some horrible miscasting.
Thank God that thing died.
Great cast, just not for this movie.
Yeah, no. Fuck. Oh, so happy that died.
No.
So yeah, Uncharted's one of those movies where I really don't care if it ever happens.
No. Dune, I think is that's got some promise.
There's your big December movie.
Yeah, that's got some promise.
It's got promise.
The only thing though is that's a weird property that they've tried to make happen a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
I read the first book, and as like even for sci-fi stuff, it's a heavy read.
Yeah.
And I watched a couple of the TV show. I watched a bit of it.
Yeah.
And the TV show was actually really close to the books. It's just, I don't know. I hope that this, like, when we start seeing trailers and stuff like that, I hope that it looks really good. Because, like you and I both, we're fucking suckers for good sci-fi. Suckers for it. Like, I mean, you know, it's not just comic books and video games, it's because it's all sci-fi anyway.
Yeah.
So we're so ingrained in sci-fi, so when we see good sci-fi, we're like, yes. Like, please give me more of that, right? Steampunk, cyberpunk, like, future punk, whatever. Good sci-fi is good sci-fi. So, and then to have more sci-fi, and of course to have good sci-fi influence future stuff, like, I'm all in. So I want this to be really good. I really, really do. It's just, I think it might be too heavy unless they can figure a way, because even like David Lynch couldn't wrap his head around it and it ended up doing like his own thing.
That movie's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
This I got more props for.
This I feel
it's going to be a beautiful looking slow burn because it's Dennis Villeneuve.
I know.
And that's how he plays.
We mentioned that in our Blade Runner.
Yeah.
2049.
But it's going to be a two-parter, and he's shooting them back to back. So part 2's happening regardless whether this one bombs or not. I'm hoping it doesn't, though.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't. But I think it'll come down to the way they market it too.
Yeah.
Because Blade Runner 2049, like in retrospect, was marketed really good. It was really smart with the marketing. At the time, I didn't really appreciate it because I was kind of like, man, really, guys? And then I watched the movie. Like we said, like I had watched it without rewatching the first one.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like
that was a problem.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like
100%. When I watched them back to back, I was like,
fuck,
okay,
man, this is so
I
good.
appreciate this so much more now.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, I can't tell you how many times I said it was a beautifully shot but boring movie.
Yeah.
The second I watched Blade Runner and then watched 2049, I was like, oh, never mind.
Yep.
There's nothing boring about this thing.
No, it's
this
good.
Is great.
Yeah.
So yeah. It'll be beautifully shot. At least there's that.
Yeah.
It'll be like
it'll look
good.
It'll
be a great looking movie.
Yeah.
Who's writing it?
I don't know.
Or is it just one of those like
it might,
hodgepodge where it's like
I wouldn't be surprised if he's writing and directing.
Like script treatment from like 8 different people.
Well, that's also that's a possibility too.
You know? Yeah. I don't know.
Screenplay by, story by.
Too many to count.
Let's see here. Okay. IMDb is down.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So,
anyway,
yeah.
I don't know. I hope it doesn't.
It's a tough call.
But I will watch it. I will watch it because I feel like that's a movie that will be awesome on the AVX.
All right. So now video games. Video games.
Tiny little amount of video games. Not much because the new systems are on their way out. Number 1, Iron Man VR for the PS4.
I'm not a VR guy, so I don't really care.
I have a VR. February 2020. I'm looking forward to trying out this. Though it's going to be one of those things where I wait for a 50% off sale.
Yeah.
I will not be putting in $50.
I mean, if you're into VR stuff, then I'm sure.
I have a hard time spending more than $20 on a VR game. It's because the tech isn't really where it needs to be yet.
I guess I'm actually kind of... I'm fearful that the tech will get there, though.
Oh, it will.
That's the thing, though. Like, I mean, like, we talk about sci-fi and stuff, but that's one of the big things in, like, dystopian futures is people just jacked into VR stuff, not living real life.
No.
And I'm like, that's not good. That's not good.
I mean, fuck, dude, look how far video games have come in our lifetime.
Yeah, but I still love the ability to just do this.
Right.
And look around and be like, oh, yeah, it's fucking...
Yeah, sure.
You know, I can tune in.
Yeah.
But I'm still, like, I'm not, like, missing out.
I'm present.
You know?
Yeah.
To a degree, there are some times where it's just like,
I know.
Michelle will be like, "Hey," and I'll be like, "What?"
I'm talking to you.
Why were you talking to me while I'm playing video games? What the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you do that?
No, I find that too. Like, I like my VR, but when I'm playing, I don't like to play more than like an hour. Because I feel like I'm just, missing out on the world.
I don't know. I've never played
I feel
VR.
bad having this.
I have no desire to try it, though. That's the thing.
No desire to try it?
No desire
If
to
you
try
ever
it.
get the desire.
Yeah, no. I'm almost certain I will never have the desire. Because part of it, too, is like, what if it gets to that point where, like, now I am Superman,
Okay.
but in the VR
If there was a
world, right?
5-minute demo of a guy in a shark cage with a great white swim around him, would you try it? A 5-minute demo? No?
No. Because that's also too real.
It's so good, man.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
We were talking about, like, hey, man, like, why don't you try that free demo and shit your pants later?
It's not
It's
that
odd
bad. It's
No,
not that bad.
yeah, okay. All right.
I didn't jump.
I don't know. It's
Okay, so Iron Man VR is coming out. You could be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Marvel's Avengers. Square Enix is doing this with Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal.
Yep.
Their two biggest developers are on this.
I was actually really excited for this.
Yeah.
Especially because it was going to be linked to Spider-Man,
Yeah, it's
PS4.
the same universe.
which
The gamerverse is like,
which, as we all know, I love that game so much.
Yep.
I'm actually toying with the idea because, like, I downloaded the remastered Last of Us, so I was actually literally like, so do I play The Last of Us? Do I play Spider-Man again and start it from the beginning? Do I do that? Like, I'm not sure just yet.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, the DLC stuff is fucking annoyingly hard.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because I'm playing on normal, for one.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But and of course, because it has to get harder, right?
Mhm.
But it's like, it's fine. You're fighting mob bosses with tech, or mob goons with tech, and you're just like, fuck, like, you're harder than the Sable dudes, and those guys are fucking hard. So yeah,
I haven't played the DLC yet, but that doesn't sound appealing.
I've died more in the DLC stuff already
Wow.
than I have in, like, some of the more frustrating, like the Sable bases.
Mhm.
The Sable bases for me were the most frustrating ones to do.
I straight up quit Spider-Man until they released that very easy mode. I ain't joking, man.
No, I know you're not joking. I know you're not
They
joking.
got fucking.
I fucking
you know what
muscled
it is?
through it,
There was too many enemy types on the screen at once. Like, you couldn't fucking make.
That's why I hated
strategy.
the like the giant, and because, like, the hideouts were fine. Like, even the Martin Lee, like, the Dragon's hideouts were harder, but they were
you could
fine.
crawl and you could stealth them out. And...
But the not the Sable hideouts, the Sable pens.
Yeah.
The Sable pens, because they were bigger.
Yeah.
Right? So you actually had to, like fucking jump away and then jump back in because...
Yeah, well, you had guys shooting from the sky. You had the speedsters that were running into you. You had fucking missiles.
You had the guys shooting missiles. You had the guys that would have the energy...
the whips.
Energy whips. Like,
yeah.
You're right. Like, there was a lot. And I was like...
And it's like, how do I even fucking focus on what to do?
I muscled through that, but those ones I died a lot on. But, like, so anyway, getting back to Marvel's Avengers, I was like, yeah! And then I saw the trailer with the god-awful designs. Like, there's not one design, I think, in that whole game that I actually liked Iron Man. But Iron Man is...
The latest trailer, they changed a bit. They look better now.
Okay.
Black Widow looks way better.
Black Widow looked alright, and Iron Man looked alright.
Yeah. But
I was like, it's Iron Man and Black Widow. Like, you really...
So the first other character
Captain
they
America
announced is Miss Marvel?
Weird. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that one.
How weird is that?
Inclusion.
Yeah.
But it is weird.
It's weird.
It's really
Miss Marvel.
weird.
Why not Black Panther?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they got so much flack for the way Captain America and Thor looked that they were like, We got to retool
we got
Black
Miss
Panther.
Marvel.
We got to retool Black Panther before we even show Black Panther. So here's Miss Marvel. She's Muslim. Is she Muslim? Yeah, she's Muslim. So but so I'll have to check out the latest trailer. Yeah, just to see. Gameplay wise, like story wise, I'm intrigued by it.
I am.
But admittedly, that first trailer, I was like, oh, some of these look fucking rough.
Hard to say.
Good thing you killed off Captain America in the first 2 seconds of that video because he looked terrible. Yeah. And it's so weird because you're coming off of, Spider-Man's suit, which...
Yeah, but Spider-Man... Yeah, but I wasn't hot on that suit at first, too.
Neither of us.
Now I fucking love it.
Neither of us were hot on that suit until we saw a demo. And then we were like, no, everything is fine with that suit. There's nothing wrong with that
I think I'm going to warm up a bit to this. The more I see of Thor, I kind of like it. It's very Viking-esque.
Yeah, I still have to watch the latest trailer. Yeah. But, from this couple of shots I saw, gameplay looks like it's on point. Story-wise is intriguing, so it'll be interesting to see how it ties into Spider-Man. Mm-hmm.
Good luck on that release date, though. May 15th? May 15th because they pushed back Last of Us. It comes out the same week as that now.
Yeah, I saw the pushback from Last of Us.
You just announced a release date last month after 8 years of development, and now you need more time.
Yeah.
You didn't know last month you would need more time? I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. That really threw me.
What happened in the last month where you're like, ooh, we need 4 more months?
Especially because of how fucking smooth and crisp that playable demo looked. Yeah. You have no real heads-up display at all. And, even just that shot of her, crouch running, grabbing a bottle. Yeah. In same motion, throwing that bottle so that guy looks, fucking knock that guy out, kill that guy that you distracted with the bottle. It just looked fucking crazy. Looked so good.
It's going to be a 10. I feel like that game's going to get my heart going.
Well,
I'm going to be feeling some anxiety with that one, I think.
Last of Us fucked me up in some parts. It was fucking the gym scene, the gym boss, that big huge fat fuck. Because you couldn't craft at that point.
Yeah, that's fucking hard.
Fucking hard for one.
Yeah.
And because you can't craft, so you literally and because I don't know why I didn't think there was a boss coming up, so I wasn't better conserve my ammo. Yeah. So I got fucking beat hard on that one. But then once you start crafting, my favorite is when you craft the nail bombs.
That's all it takes.
And then that's it.
You see that room with the 2 fat guys in it? It's just nail bomb, nail bomb.
Yeah, when you're in the second school later on, and you're going through it because it's they got the spores cloud in there, and you're just slowly stealthing through it. I remember literally just being got real close, and I'm like, fuck, that's a fatter, a bloater.
A bloater, yeah.
I'm like, oh god, that's a bloater. And I'm like, holy fuck, he doesn't even know I'm here. Oh, they're both dead. Fucking right.
Nice.
Okay, so
I'm going to just craft 1 million of those.
I know. I remember just after that, I was I was still thinking about it actually because I'm gearing up to play it, right? Yeah. I'm first chance I get, because that's OP, overpowered. Yeah. But some of those fucking fights though were just relentless. What was another? The borderline rape scene where he's trying to rape her. That one's just chilling because you're just holy shit. Yeah. You really want to make sure he doesn't. Yeah. That you're getting all the sequences right.
That was crazy.
Yeah. That's such a great game. Such a great game.
You need to revisit it.
Well, and I tell people all the time when I talk about it.
I need to take a year. There's so many good games.
Yeah.
And as I get older, I have less and less time. Yeah. And so this new game's coming up. I really want to go back. You know how long I've been wanting to sit through all 4 Metal Gears again? So long.
Yeah.
So long. And I'm just I don't have the time.
Because I even, I replayed Guns of the Patriots again recently.
Yeah.
I didn't end up beating it. I can't remember why. Oh yeah, that's right, because I got a PS4. That's why.
Oh.
That's why. Yeah. But like, the gameplay in that is just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Although, was it Angry Raven? That boss fight was fucking annoying for me. Yeah. When she's flying all around, and you're in the tower.
Yes.
That one was fucking annoying for me. Laughing Octopus. That one was fun. That was a lot of fun. I liked that one. That one wasn't that hard.
That was cool. And then they had that wolf robot thing, right? What was that?
Sniper Wolf? Not Sniper Wolf, but it's a sniper. But Vulcan?
Vulcan Wolf?
Vulcan Wolf? Or...
They mixed a lot of the names around. Yeah. Something like that.
That was another really cool... That one was one of those where... it was like... If you play any of the sniper levels, you know, you're literally just like, find a spot, camp out, wait, all of a sudden, shows up, hit it a couple of times, right, and it's like, fuck you, and then run away, kill more of the dudes that show up, like, this is, like, a lot of them are great battles. The Raven one, I remember just being like, fucking annoying. But that's it. That's the only... Although, actually, funny that you brought up Metal Gear. I came across, like, what culture? They had this article about, like, plot holes in games that you just have to accept. Mm-hmm. The whole sequence of Snake going through that microwave tunnel is a pointless... It's a plot hole. He doesn't need to do it because the MK2 is actually working to shut it down. So he didn't need to go through it at all. He just had to wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But the theory was that Kojima conceived the concept of that, and it was just so cool, like, loved the idea so much that did the story around it, and probably was like, oh, that kind of doesn't really make any sense, but fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah, nobody will notice.
Because it is a really powerful scene. Mm-hmm. Then when you realize it didn't really need to happen, you're just kind of like, oh, okay, alright. Doesn't change the fact that fighting Liquid Snake on that Metal Gear was fucking awesome. So good.
4 rounds, and each one has a different theme from each game.
Or Liquid Ocelot, I guess.
Liquid Ocelot,
yeah. I think that's what he's officially called at the end, Liquid Ocelot.
I love that game so much.
Yeah. Story still, I think.
I need to revisit them.
Snake Eater still, for me, is the best story.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah. Although... Guns of the Patriots, fuck, that's really...
Yes, and I love Solid, like that.
Yeah, I know, Solid Snake
His storyline is just...
You get to 2 and you're like, I get what you're trying to do, Kojima, but let me just play Solid Snake.
Yeah, the first hour and a half of the tanker was so good, and now I'm this...
Yeah, no kidding, like, you're sniping out...
weird, whiny kid.
Yeah.
With a sword, because the sword's pretty cool.
Sword is pretty cool.
Sword's pretty cool, I'll give you that. I like sword.
But... I think the other part, too, is because the gameplay is virtually identical.
Yeah.
So then you're like, okay, so I got a sword that I don't use ever.
Yeah.
I really only use it once or twice. Solidus. You use it with Solidus.
Yeah.
And... Fortune?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to...
You know what was annoying, though? Is that they're really just pushing Raiden. You know? He's in 2, he's in 4, he gets his spin-off game with Resurgence. All I wanted was a Grey Wolf prequel.
Yeah.
I wanted to play as Ninja, not Raiden.
I never understood that either. Like, especially because...
I mean, yeah, there's the VR missions where you can play...
When Metal Gear came out, Metal Gear Solid came out, everyone was talking about Grey Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Or Ninja, sorry.
He looked amazing. He sounded amazing. He's such a cool backstory.
Plus... He was hard because you had the shitty, like, punch-kick controls.
Yeah.
So he was fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, really hard. And he was hard for me, and I was playing on the GameCube. So I got, like, I got the updated controls.
Yeah.
But it was still punch-kick, which I remember that. But he was fucking hard. Like, really hard. Just for that purpose. But, yeah, like, everyone was talking about Ninja. Everyone was talking about Grey Fox. Like, wasn't it you could, if you beat the game, a certain amount of times you could actually play, like, you'd have the skin for Gray Fox. Or
I think, yeah, there was some.
And you got the sword, too?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know about the sword.
I think there was, like, skins and stuff, but... Yeah.
But either way.
Either way.
And then, like...
Either way, that's, like...
Metal Gear 2 comes, and then they're like, Ninja who?
Yeah.
We got Raiden.
Yeah, I can't, like... Metal Gear 1 has the most epic villains of all time.
Oh,
in any video game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
iconic! I mean, Sniper Wolf and
Wolf.
Psycho Mantis have the
Vulcan
flip your
Raven.
controller around. Vulcan Raven.
Vulcan
was
Raven was crazy.
running around with an RPG.
And you have to, like, fucking throw, not mortars, but, you actually have to, like, set bombs up.
Yeah.
And then hope that he
Lands
drove
on one.
down that area. And
Yeah.
fucking, that was annoying.
Yeah. And then when he gets hit, you just stomping and you're running for your life.
Yeah. Fuck, Vulcan Raven. Vulcan Raven was crazy.
Shootout with revolver.
Revolver, that was nuts.
With all the bombs and shit.
Yeah, the tripwires. Sniper Wolf 2. Sniper Wolf is my favorite.
You know what?
just 'cause
Sniper Wolf.
I owned her.
That was a beautiful one, though.
Oh
like,
my god.
Just the story.
With the dog, like the actual wolves
Yeah.
carrying her. I was like, oh
Yeah,
man,
I know.
I kind of wish I didn't kill her.
I know. It's so
Even though
good.
I was like, literally like, fuck man, look at me. I'm just killing her like so bad. Yeah, run to that tree. Sniped you in the ass, bitch. Fuck, like I had her number so good. I could not. And you know what the best part about that though? Because I was like cocky. I was like, fuck yeah, like I had her number. Got to the end and I was like, what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, and I got fucking annihilated. Fuck. Yeah, no, I think first time, yeah, I got sent back. I got tranked because I was like unprepared for the end. Like horribly unprepared, but thought I was like, fucking rights. I think I even had a walkthrough for that, and I got ripped up. I was like, holy shit! I had to go back to the. Yeah, you're back like 2 sections.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go all the way back, and all the guys are back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so fucking annoyed. And then I think 2 hours. I think. No, an hour. Yeah, it took me about an hour to beat him, and I was just like,
Took me forever. And then I lucked out. I just stumbled across him. Like I was just running around, and then I bumped into him. I was like, ah! Die!
Now you watch people play, and they're like speedrunning them.
Yeah.
You know, like they're literally like flashbangs and fucking tranks, and I was just like, fuck you guys. Like I'm literally like crawling through like every section. Then you hear him snoring, and then you're like, okay, so you pull out the sound radar or radar thing or whatever,
yeah,
and then you're like, oh, you're over there, or you're looking for the flash of his sniper rifle. I was so bitter. I never tranked him. I always killed him because I couldn't trank him.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
I killed him.
I killed him. I tranked everyone else. He was the only one I couldn't trank.
Die, old man.
And now when you see people speedrunning it, and you're like, you fuckers make it look so fucking easy. You know? But yeah.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Because you get his Mosin Nagin. So you get his gun and you get his camo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone else I tranked, even Big Boss, or The Boss, I tranked her too. That was a good one too.
That was a really good one.
Man, it's so great because you're in all white, and then when you beat her, it just turns all red, and you're like, oh fuck, such a great game. Okay, so now.
That was the event. Yeah, no.
I don't know.
And then to be announced, Batman Arkham Legacy. It sounds like that's going to be it.
I feel like that's
Bat Family.
Yeah, Bat Family, Court of the Owls. I mean, I'm all in.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a PS5 new Xbox launch title.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be. There'd be no point in putting it out beforehand.
The only thing I will say, I will plead and implore you to cut down the amount of Batmobile use in this game. Okay, because I played about an hour and a half of Arkham Knight, and I have not touched it since because of the relentless use of the Batmobile. I'm going to ask you a question, Kenneth.
Yes,
When
Chris.
you're going through a dungeon,
Yeah.
do you want to literally go into a dungeon,
Yeah.
fight some bad guys,
Yeah.
flip a switch,
Yeah.
then run out,
Right.
get in the Batmobile,
Uh-huh.
drive the Batmobile into this dungeon, drive it as far as you can.
Mm.
When you can't progress any further, get out, do some platforming Batman style, fight some more bad guys, flip a switch so that you can raise the Batmobile up, so that you use the Batmobile to every inch of this dungeon. And then rinse and repeat for approximately 10 to 12 more hours. Does that sound like fun to you?
No.
Oh, hey, Riddler trophies are races now. Ho-ho!
Oh, that's awful. No.
I don't know if all of the Riddler trophies are, or I shouldn't say Riddler trophies, but challenges.
Yeah.
But I did one, and it was a race. I think they're all races, but I don't know if it's like trophy finding.
I don't like
don't
that.
think it's trophy finding.
I like it. And it's the reason why I haven't touched it. It's because Arkham City to me was
Hold
a
on.
masterpiece.
Here's my favorite part about that Riddler thing, though, is you can't get out of it. Like, you can't just say, I don't want to do this anymore, and cancel the mission. You have to complete it.
It's a challenge, though. You should be able to back out.
You should be able to. But again,
You should be able to, like, I'm a pussy, I don't like
I
it.
only played an hour and a half, so maybe you can, and I just missed that part. But
Oh, okay.
I was like,
You were just like,
I literally was like, okay, just finish this fucking thing. Just finish this.
And it
fucking
didn't help you
thing.
just play Spider-Man beforehand, right?
That didn't help because now you have to relearn the controls for Arkham. Because we went through the same thing
Yeah.
with Batman or Spider-Man because we were Arkham controls.
Mm-hmm.
So then you had to learn Spider-Man controls.
Yeah.
And even though the gameplay is very similar, it's infinitely far more superior in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down. Yeah, I mean, Arkham Knight's an older game.
Yeah.
But I also felt like graphically it wasn't as nice as looking. It's not the nicest looking game out of all of them, in fact. Like even just playing it, I remember just being like, I wasn't wowed by the graphics, whereas in every other game, like in Asylum, I'm like, oh, like even now, like I'll fire up the Asylum, not remastered or anything, and I'll still just be like, this is a fucking nice looking game.
Yeah.
City,
Sounds.
this is a fucking nice looking game. Even Origins is a nice looking game. Like, they've all held up. It's just, yeah, Origins just suffers from weird story choices.
Yeah.
But still, this one I'm like, it's a nice looking game, but I guess part of it too is they keep making Batman more and more tech related.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it loses that gothic feel. He's now like Iron Man almost. Actually, he is more like Iron Man, but I don't know. Arkham Legacy, I have high hopes. I have real high hopes for this.
Hope for the best.
Hope for the best. If it's a Bat Family like free for all, because again, the fact that like in City that you could open or free roam with Catwoman and then do her own like side story and stuff like that.
Yep.
That was really cool shit. I really liked that idea. Hell, you could even not save Batman and end the game. It forces you to save him, but still, like having that option, I thought was kind of neat. So then to be able to like free roam with all my favorites and maybe some new favorites that we don't know are in the game yet. Mm-hmm. I have high hopes, but I do agree though. PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
I make it a launch title. They're gonna need a few launch games. Hey, a new Batman.
Yeah,
that'd be a good launch title.
Yeah. Oof.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well, Chris, that is all the movies and games for 2020.
2020 predictions in the bag, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say.
No, I'm good.
Except, thanks again for watching.
Yes.
And joining us. Thanks for all of our SoundCloud subscribers, because we're up to 7. Mm-hmm. By the way, you can check us out on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Thanks to all our Instagram followers. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many we have.
120.
Check us out on Instagram. 120. That's
120.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Facebook is another place that you can check us out. Thanks for everyone who follows us on Facebook.
Thank you.
Apple Podcast.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. YouTube. Thank you so much. Everybody that has been a part of us
Yes.
on this journey. Because this is one of the most fun things I've been doing in my life in the last couple of years. Just this alone.
Just this.
This alone, like just the aspect of us just doing what we normally do
Yeah.
all the time and being able to do it in front of you guys it's an added bonus. We've been doing this anyway.
I love it. I love it because when you become an adult, you get all these new responsibilities. And you get all these excuses to not see your friends anymore.
Exactly.
Like, before I moved to BC, we didn't see each other very often.
We went through stints where we weren't seeing each other at
like
all.
4 months.
It was like crazy.
5 months.
Now, I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when you live a couple blocks
Yeah,
away.
a lot less of an excuse there.
I mean,
but like,
I love this because this gives us an excuse to see each other.
that's right. And it doesn't feel like a job yet, so that's nice.
No, not yet.
Hopefully
Well,
never.
maybe a little more for me.
Yeah,
Shoot, it's about probably 2.5 hours. I got
what do I do?
now.
I show up, I crack a couple of jokes.
You're the talent.
Yeah, well, we're the talent. Okay? You're the talent. You're also the heavy lifter, though.
I mean, I'm the Andy Chiriconan.
That's correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Andy to my Conan. That's good. That's not bad.
You like that? You take it?
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
that's a pretty good.
Because I gave it to you.
That's
so
a pretty good.
you give it back, that'd be rude.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Anyways, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you
will
very
be
much.
back with the Joker once he sees it.
That's right.
And our Batman episode will be coming up soon.
That is correct.
Our
Mundo.
30th anniversary Batman episode.
Woo!
Whee!
These pancakes are delicious.